We different. Women come to the club. Come on, be honest. You know what I hate? I hate the women that speak for the rest of the women. I can't stand her. The damn coochie coach. I hate her. You try to speak to one girl. How you doing? We're fine. We're all great. We doing good. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Good night. You ever been shooed in the club? Shooed away. Good night. Good night. You can't go. You can't not move. You being shooed. What are you? Good night. Why you angry? Look at your shoes. Good night. They make it easy for women to get in. Y'all walk to the door? Yes, it's us. Me and my girls. And if they only want to let that one girl in, the girls stay for their girl. They be like, what? Me? Sorry. No, I need all my girlfriends to get in. All of them. What? You want me to wait? Okay, cool. I'll let you let all them ugly bitches in. And we'll wait right here. Men, shit. It's hard for us. Are you kidding me? Let us go to the club. What? Who? Just me? Shit. Hey, yo, I'm gonna go check it out and see how it look in there. I'm gonna see how it look. I'll come back, I'll get you by the back door. Look at your outfit. You ain't getting in here. But we men. Nothing I respect about fellas when we go out, something I respect about our unit is that we have an ugly friend, we let him know he ugly. We don't care. We tell him he ugly. Beginning of the night, you ugly. Shut your ugly ass up, you disinformed, crazy, weird-faced bastard. We let our friend know he ugly. We don't give a damn how he feel. You're ugly. And our ugly friend got confident that I put this ugly dick in the bitch tonight. Call me ugly all you want to. I'm going to get cute after a couple of drinks. But it's real. Women, y'all liars. Y'all fake. Yeah. Y'all fake. Y'all trying to make all your girlfriends feel like everybody cute. Everybody ain't cute. Y'all know damn well you got that 8'7" Sasquatch bitch with you. Trying to make her feel good. We about to have fun tonight. I ain't gonna have fun. Yes, you is. Yes, you is gonna have fun. Stop talking like that. Nobody like me. Yes, they do. They do like you. Why you got them heels on? I ain't got no heels. What? Damn. For real? Okay. Well, take the shoulder pads out. These ain't shoulder pads. Damn. Ooh, okay, girl. Still, we gonna have fun, though. We all gonna have fun. But we different.
We have taken over the sound of the Alpha Syndicate.
Drop the beat on this joint.
This is the Gumbo Cafe
with your hosts, Shani and Diyah.
What's up, everybody? What is going down? This is the comedy side of the Gumbo Cafe with your host, You got your girl here, Shani and Diyah. What's up, Diyah? How you doing?
What up? How you doing? I see we started comedy early.
Girl, I sure did. That's all you can do is laugh, man. That's all you can do is laugh. Huh?
All I said was early. That's all. Just early.
But yeah, now, see, okay, this is how you maintain long-distance friendships, and even if y'all got long-distance relationships. Think about Diyah and I, the reason why we've lasted so long as friends, because it's been about, 5 years? And we made out. It's been about 5 years. We would have, I'm telling you, this is how serious we would go down. We would have game night. You know, it would be she and her husband and I. What were we playing? Were we playing Scrabble and stuff?
We were playing Scrabble. We were playing, there's another we played because I can't remember the other games. I would quit every time.
Yeah, she would quit every time.
Quit.
Yeah, it was Scrabble because she doesn't like words.
It was Scrabble. I would quit every time.
She would quit. This ain't fair. Y'all I can't remember if it was categories or something too. Categories.
Definitely one.
Yeah. So that's what we would do. You know, some nights it would just be family time. You know, family friend time, and we would do this over the phone. It wasn't that hard to do. The other thing we would have is movie night. We hadn't did movie night in a minute, and we'd also what was that? We'd watch comedies and listen to comedies every now and again. We try to sync our shows together at the same time, but it was always a rework. She'd ask me, "Can you hear it now? Is it straight?" Yeah, you know I'm over there lying, right? But but that's what we were doing. That's how we maintain our friendship, because we talk about everything. You know, we watch movies together. Because we really do. We have family game night, and we need to do that. We get drunk together. I mean, that's crazy, but it can happen. It happens. And one of the things that she and I like the most is comedy hour. I mean, comedy is just when everything else is like boo boo, it's comedy. Comedy. And, you know, we've been on some serious topics, but, I mean, the thing about comedians, and if you ever follow me on Facebook, excuse me, you'll notice that I have a lot of comedic friends. I mean, you know, from Miss Lunell, from Dwayne, why do I call him Dwayne Johnson? Why am I thinking of The Rock with his old sexy self?
Wow.
Girl, and why did Riddick come out this weekend and I didn't even know it? That ain't The Rock, but anyway. Okay, just random. But that's Van Diesel. Van Diesel, y'all. I'm like we're both geeks too. So anyway. But where was I going? Where was I going?
You were saying how much I love Van Diesel, even though I hate his acting. That's what you were saying.
No, that was you.
That wasn't the point. That's what you was about to say.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, comedians. Comedians, they have a way of telling a joke in the truth, and I think I know why we're attracted to it, because they're sarcastic as hell. They're poking fun at you, and sometimes you don't even know it, and that's us. I mean, that's really us.
Don't be throwing our secrets. Don't do that.
Okay, I'm sorry. But that's what the show. That's tonight is talking about things that comedians talk about, and it's truth to it. It really is truth to it. Stuff that they experience, stuff that we've all experienced. But it's shedding a little light on it. And before we get into that first clip with D-Ray, because he hit on a lot of stuff. But before we get into that clip, I just want to go ahead and say that starting tomorrow, the Man Mindset has changed from Thursday nights to Wednesday nights because, you know, it's football season, blah, blah, blah. As long as it's the Texans, I don't care about anybody else. But anyway, so the Dean, Rhyme, and myself will be on air tomorrow. I think for a month he has it scheduled thus far. Wednesday nights, between the hours of 8 and 9. It's only going to be an hour show. So that's 8 and 9 Eastern Standard Time, and that's 7, 8 Pacific Standard Time. And then directly after that is the Greg Doss DJ Squid Show, which is his is still the same, airs the same time, 10 o'clock. So pray for me, y'all, because that's going to be a long evening.
I'll send you a letter from a distance.
You know what?
I'll probably be asleep on the phone like I was the last couple of shows. Sign in, be all hyped. 10 minutes later, I'm knocked out.
Man, her number would still be up there, and I'm sitting there inboxing her. She ain't saying anything to me at all. That's when I know she's gone. She's gone. At the computer. How do you fall asleep at the computer, though, really? Don't your booty be hurting in the chair?
No, I have a lot of cushion back there. Thank you very much.
It don't matter. I'm just saying, don't one cheek get numb?
No, you have to sit on a certain angle. It's called the secretary sit, where you have to actually sit on a certain angle so it don't get numb.
Okay, if you're doing a secretary sit with your back all arched and whatnot, see, you thought I didn't know that, huh? Okay, so if you're doing that, how the hell you fall asleep? Because you're supposed to be focused on sitting upright.
That's the key part. Supposed to be focused on sitting upright. I didn't say I was sitting upright. I said I was doing the secretary sit with the booty. I ain't say nothing about the back. Nothing about the back.
That means your poor little keypad is ruined.
My little keypad is, well, let's just say it's not in the way of where my head falls.
Do you have a letter L on the side of your face when you wake up? I'm serious.
Ooh, don't laugh. I actually took the X button off of the laptop.
Wow. Are you serious?
Mhm.
Wow. See, comedy, just natural comedy, because, you know, I could just go in on it right now and I'm not. But, I mean, just with the visual, it's hilarious. That's hilarious. I just see it just hanging, the key just hanging up on the side of her face, right? Because, you know, she got them cute cheeks. And, you know, anyway, I ain't going to go there. Girl, shut up.
I say, don't bring my cheeks in, because I would have to bring in yours.
Oh, I already know mine is big old rays of sunshine.
Okay, let's not go there with the chipmunk cheeks. I know I got chipmunk cheeks.
I just want to squeeze them. Not to
I know why people call me Twitchy, i.e. you. They got more reasons than one to call me Twitchy, and that's because I act like them.
Man, Hoodwink. That was one of our movies we watched, like, all the time.
Woo! Yes.
And that's where Twitchy comes from, because if you ever been around Diyah when she drank coffee, baby, you think she talks fast now, right? Oh, no. Huh? Don't give her no coffee. My bad. 347-838-8420. We kind of go run through this show because, man, I'm tired, and y'all are tired.
I'm going to shout out to my boo-boo. I see you, boo-boo. Hey, bye-bye.
I saw Baby. That's why I knew she was, look, she knew what we was talking about when we talked about your cheeks. And the coffee. She already knows. She know that on the regular.
I have too much coffee around her. At least I don't think. Well, it don't matter. She think I'm crazy anyway. It doesn't really matter.
Wah, wah, wah. If you hadn't had coffee, I know you had that liquid courage. That salt.
I don't need liquid for the courage. I had that liquid crazy. There's a difference.
Oh, okay. Hey. Anyway, 347-838-8420. You guys give a call. You know, I was listening to an archive show, Diyah. Why was I giving the host call-in number during the whole show? I don't think people was calling that number. It was like, it's not going through. It's not going.
Why did I never put on?
Girl, it's special. So, what did you do this weekend? What you do?
I played in the rain. That's what I did. We went outside. It was raining a whole lot, so we didn't go but too far, i.e. the driveway. And just, and just stayed in the rain mostly the whole weekend because there wasn't really nothing else to do. What do you do when it rains? So you just make the best of it, you know? Had a little fake water fight, ran around. I didn't run around too much. We know I'm not running. But,
How do you have a fake water fight? Really? Really?
That's when you splash puddles. That's a fake water fight.
Okay. Go ahead.
Don't hate, because I thought of it first. But anyway.
We're going to patent that shit.
And then we kind of had a slight cook-off between me and him, and of course he lost, so he's going to redeem himself this weekend. So since I know he ain't going to be listening to the show because he's going to be busy this week, I'm going to let you on a secret. I won on purpose because I don't want to cook next weekend. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, you sneaky. Y'all married people are a trip. Y'all just be getting, oh, baby, can you do that? So competition, huh? Competition is what gets them in the kitchen. What the hell?
First of all, I know you know darn well how competitive he is. So he talking about he wants to sit there and be telling me his recipe. He gonna cook his famous gluten-free pancakes. Okay, well I'm gonna cook callaloo and boiled eggs. Which one the boys want? It's not like the food was in the refrigerator. The color food greens are just sitting right there. Like really?
Easiest stuff to cook. Are you serious?
Like you the raw competition, boo. Then all right, he wants to go ahead and make lunch. And I forgot what he made for lunch. I really do.
Wow.
I remember we made for lunch, but what I made for dinner, the competition night of dinner, I made mussels and a white wine garlic butter sauce, and on the side we have bruschetta with garlic bread. Bam, I won.
Just because it sounds good don't mean it tastes good. Was it good, Diyah?
It was so good the boys tore it up. They wanted more. Yes, it was good.
They're little kids. Was it really that good? That's all I want to know. From an adult.
Don't even play that. You know my little kids are picky bougie either. You know they are. They are picky. I do not have ramen noodle children. Look like you crazy. My kids don't even eat cereal. They don't play that. My kids do not even play the cereal game. They want the real breakfast. It better be some oatmeal, some real oatmeal, not the little instant oatmeal with some fruit in it. They don't play when it comes to food.
You know your kids.
I surely do.
Your kids be cracking me up sometimes because they do have weird tastes. It's like, why y'all act like y'all grew up in Ethiopia talking about all you want is rice? What? Who does that? I mean, I want Fruit Loops.
It has to be seasoned a certain way. It can't be any rice. It has to be seasoned a certain way. The other day, the little one was asking for Jean Jean. What? Why do you even know that name? He was asking for Jean Jean. He wanted ribs and Jean Jean rice. Saturday, the oldest wanted sushi. What the hell? He only 7. My kids don't play when it comes to food. They
You got a little boy and girl. Wait till they turn in their teens. Good. I'm praying for you. That's all I'm saying. I'm praying for you.
Well, when they turn the teens, they're gonna learn how to cook by then. And the only thing that I'm glad is that the average chick gonna be able to come with them. Here's some hot dogs and hot sauces and ramen noodles. They gonna look at her like you lost your mind. What the hell is this?
Damn ramen noodles. Oh, goodness, no, that's just ridiculous. Okay. She keeps talking about ramen noodles. And see, this is why I don't like giving her the clips in advance. I'll just say.
I said I wasn't going to say nothing. See, now you're bringing it up.
Well, for me, y'all, I've been tired as hell. If you want to know why, just go to mayhousepress.com. This is printing season. This is publishing season. Not only is it football season, but this is a time where all the authors come out the woodworks, and I'm thankful that they do, and say, I want to put out a book. So I just don't get no sleep. So if you're an editor and you know how to spell right, proper English, where placement goes and all of that, inbox me because I'm needing some extra help.
She means by are you an editor? She means did you pass the 8th grade? What she means by editor is you can pick up every single incorrect grammar mistake that I make every time, and it gets on your nerves because I make lots of them, and it gets on her nerves every time. So if you're a real editor, you probably don't like hearing me because that's how I talk. That's what she means by a real editor. Not somebody who just said, ooh, I can use spell check. No, that's not what she means. No, that's not.
Yeah. Spell check, proper adverb, adjective, and all that. I mean, what a prepositional phrase is, that stuff that we learned in school, you tried to figure out why they would need it as adults. Because
the stuff that actually do a job, yeah.
Yeah, that. That's what I need. I'm looking for editors because I have books. And it's hard for me to work on that as well as the other stuff that comes along with publishing. And, again, I am thankful for this season. Again, you guys check out www.mayhousepress.com if you are interested in publishing. Anyway, I just want to throw that out there. But I've been sleepy like a mug. My hours have been crazy. But aside from that, I wanted to talk about the first clip real quick before we go into Hollywood, girl. So, yeah, Mr. D-Ray, because he said that females lie. He ain't lying. He told the truth.
I just got a question. Is that the name on the clip? Because I don't see it. I've been sitting over here biting my tongue like,
What do you mean, is that the name of the clip? No, girl, the one at the beginning of the show, the intro, you was too busy working on trying to figure out which mic to play.
Okay. I'm going to just play what I think it is.
No, don't play nothing yet. Don't play nothing yet. I'm just saying, did you hear the one?
And in case I play the wrong one, what's going on beforehand. So when you have jokes afterwards, I warned you. That's all I'm saying.
No, just follow me. We got it in order. But no, I'm saying, did you listen to the first clip that was played at the beginning of the show?
Yes.
Okay, the one that was clubbing. I'm not saying play it again. Don't play it again. Don't do that. Don't do that because I feel your fingers already getting ready to look for it, scrolling down. Don't do that. Don't do that, okay? Don't do that.
I mean, comedy night. Why can't I be a sarcastic smart ass on comedy night? What's the problem? If
she will start the show over again.
No. I should be allowed to be the asshole that I am.
No. See, I'm glad I didn't even tell you. Okay, yeah. See, that's good. So anyway, did you listen to it and what he was talking about with the single girls hanging out in the club? Because I sent you the video earlier today.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Okay, what do you think about it? Do females really lie? Especially when we go out to the club in our little packs.
You want the truth?
Yeah, I want the truth, the whole truth and nothing but, so help you.
Yes and no. And I would say for my past experience, because I have left a couple of hoes in a trillion times outside the club. Yes, so yes and no.
We're not talking about you. Because, you know, your mindset is different. We're talking about the other homegirls that they will sit there and lie to you and say, girl, that outfit is so cute, knowing good and well the outfit is ugly as hell.
Oh, yes. Women do that. Women do that.
Okay, and then they will also say, girl, oh, I love your hair. Who did your hair? Girl, that weave is so cute. That quick weave is so cute. Knowing they lying when the weave is glued to the forehead and you can see that glue underneath. Do females lie to that chick? Do they? Really?
Oh, yes. The biggest lie is when you see a little afro patch sitting on top of that straight weave. That's the biggest lie. Like hell. That's the big. Or when the weave don't match the color of their hair. Why? Just jet black weave does not match number 2 hair. Know your color. 1B and 1 is 2 different colors, people. I just want y'all to know that. That's the same as 1B and 1. They are actually 2 different colors.
When somebody got a silky straight weave and they got naps up underneath, girl.
Yes. It's not even that. It's like the chain up there thing. Like, what in the world?
And then they try to gel it down and make it look like it's straight and stuff. Y'all know hairstylists is laughing right now. I know Baby over there laughing, but go ahead, girl.
I'm just like when they have too much gel, and y'all know that brown gel, that flake up. It's too much gel, and they be sweating and running down the they like it's cute. No. When they have the weave bump. Let me let y'all in a secret, ladies. When you go to the salon, the reason why they press and spritz is because they're pulling it up over the weave so you don't have that weave bump. When you go home, you do not gel and tie down. What the hell is that? Aggravates her. I've been around too many stylists who went with one because my cousin was in the stylist program in her high school, so she graduated as a stylist. So I had to grow up with that. So I cannot have my hair off point at any given time because her friends, my aunt, and my mama would have got on my back. So I am a little harsh.
Hold on. You know, 90% of the time a hairstylist will come into a salon, hair ain't did until it's almost time for her to get off her clock.
Oh, no, not my cousin.
I'm just saying that's just your cousin. But I'm just saying, you know, the majority of the time when you go into a salon, she got her hair flat and everything, and in between clients, she got the Marcel irons. Yes, I do know about this because I went to college. She got her.
And she's another one that was, if my locks ain't on point, this heifer will clown me. See, I need new friends.
Be like, it's cute, but yeah. And then the other thing that he said was in the clip about, you know, men aren't emotional like we are. You know, he was talking about the ugly homeboy. Man, you ugly. And the ugly dude have confidence. You know, he don't take it to heart. He turn around and joke back with them. That's how we supposed to do, man. As females, we go, oh my gosh, you talked about me. You called me ugly. No, okay, that's cool. It's called bagging. There
is nothing that makeup and a bang cannot fix. I'm going to let y'all know that. There is nothing that, because if you feel ugly, a little eyeliner on, put a bang below the eyebrows, and bam, girl. Nobody, unless you cockeyed, ain't much too many people can say about you. And if you cockeyed, the one that's going the opposite way, put a longer bang on that side. Do a little swoop. There you go.
Oh,
I'm saying, as women, there's no reason for us to be whining and crying when we have way too many options. Way too many.
Not just that, just to get some thick skin and do that. You know, what are y'all calling it in Philly? Was it called bagging or something? You know, like your mama jokes. Somebody clown you, you turn around and clown right back.
We call it clowning.
Okay, we're clowning. We don't do that often as females. Lord, here go the coyote up in the field under the peach tree again.
Anyway, I'm going to double back because somebody just reminded me, i.e. baby, cough, about lace front weaves. Whew. Now, she spoke about the lace front weaves of the idiots who do not cut the playtex to the front and just put makeup over it. Yeah,
you say the lace front wigs, girl. Are you serious?
You're supposed, for people, you are supposed to cut, once that latex is secure, you're supposed to cut close to the scalp, not all the way to the scalp, and then add the makeup. You do not leave the whole thing on your forehead and then add makeup and baby doll eyelashes that look like they glued together wax.
Girl, what about them lace fronts where they got it pinned? It's like taped to their forehead, like midway forehead, and the hairline is like horrible.
Yes, and I'm tired of seeing lace front wigs that are not supposed to be in a ponytail being put in a ponytail. So not only do you see the little lace front, the baby down hairline, but you see the little, let me break up for a second. You see the little nets on the side trying to be slicked down like baby hair that don't match the wig. Stop. Let it be what it's supposed to be. Stop. And stop going to these daggone wig stores and letting them do your wig. All they want to do is say something. They don't care how you look. That lace front wig, take it to a proper stylist and have it put on your head.
And have them cut it too. You know what? That's what it is we're just too darn cheap. we don't want to pay for the right stuff.
No.
Now, this is a good segue. You know, even though I was talking about clowning and she just hopped in, you know, and switched it up. But you know, have a thick skin, and the thing that this little bit right here is really not a comedy clip. This is a song, and it's leading into, you know, how we talk about the hot topics. But as of late, you know, I tend to watch. You know, normally I watch documentaries. You know, but I'm always researching, and I'm always getting something that, you know, heightens my idea of what life is like, et cetera, and so forth and so on. But I've been researching. Huh?
I'm sorry, the chair broke.
Yeah, they do look like Eddie Munster for real though. But you know, I was watching, and I sat there, and this time I studied a whole season of, actually it was more than one season, of a reality TV show. And, you know, because I've been out of L.A. for a while, and I wanted to see if they're still approaching reality TV the same way. It's gotten worse. And, you know, a lot of people are influenced by Hollywood, even if we want to deny it. But they are. A lot of women are. They're influenced by, even though they want to deny this too, but they're influenced by these reality TV shows. And which show was it I was watching? I forgot now, but I was so pissed off the whole time. And I had yeah, it was the Braxtons. And then I had one show, and I was too close to one of the people in this other reality TV show, and I know the truth about this person in L.A., oh gosh, R&B Divas L.A. I'm too close to that story. And I only watched one episode, and I watched the monologue one. And the monologue I thought was pretty good. But still, I was like, damn, this is horrible. And people are sitting here thinking it's reality. But anyway, also, I've been homesick. I really want to go visit back to Cali. I really do. I do. Anyway, go. Go ahead and play California Love, and then we'll talk about some of these reality TV shows real quick. Because
I was
that's
about
me off.
to be home, but okay.
California love.
Everybody to the Wild Wild West, a state that's untouchable like Elliot Ness. The track hits your eardrum like a slug to your chest, like a vest for your Jimmy in the city of sex. We in that sunshine state where the bomb ass him be, the state where you never find a dance floor empty and pimp be. On a mission for them greens, lean, mean, money making machines, serving fiends. I've been in the game for 10 years making rap tunes. Ever since Honeys was wearing Sassoon, now it's 95 and they clock me and watch me diamond shining, looking like a Rob Liberace. It's all good from Diego to the Bay. Your city is the bomb if your city making pay. Throw up a finger if you feel the same way. Straight putting it down for California, yeah.
Good thing y'all cannot see me. Yeah. Because I was out on bail, fresh out of jail, California dreaming. Shut the hell up. Shut up. Damn it. 347-838-8420. That's the call-in number, people. Call in at any time. I see Miss Old Diyah up in here said, that's it. She said, I'm playing too much West Coast for her. That's not true. I have variety.
Well, I need to see it, dang it.
You ain't, where you been? Where you been? Apparently you ain't been on the show.
I need to see it. I need to see more variety. That's all I'm saying.
It's only one variety, and that's Eve.
And by variety, I mean specifically Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I played a couple of Philadelphia tunes, but anyway.
It could also be Pink. I love Pink, too. I'm just saying. It just needs to be a little more variety. In one section of the city, in one section of the United States, just one little section, one more variety in that area. That's all I'm saying.
She said Broad and whatever street the hell that was. Broad and that's all I remember.
I ain't saying nothing about Broad Street. I just said a little more variety in that one little area and in one little section of the United States. Just a little more variety coming from right there. Thank you.
Okay, so anyway, going with the theme, California does love to party. Yes, indeed. They party on TV like there's no tomorrow, and they playing everybody like full suckers. If you ever saw
they party on TV. Don't miss that, folks. They party on TV.
Right, yes. They party on TV. And here's a prime example. If y'all saw Jimmy Kimmel last night, not tonight, but remember the video of the girl twerking and she caught on fire? Remember that video?
Oh, that's the one video I didn't get to see. Dang it.
Okay. So, they just threw it out there. This girl, she was Turkish. She caught on fire. Boom, boom, boom. It ended up on the news. It ended up in newspapers. They were talking about it on talk shows. People were, complaining and bitching, blaming it on Miley Cyrus, for people twerking. And, it was all kind of stuff. But I'm going to tell you. No, they really did. They really did. They were saying the problem is this generation is because of Miley Cyrus. Jimmy Kimmel played the ultimate troll on everybody. This is Hollywood, people. This is what they do. Baby, she was a stunt woman. That was all staged. It was all staged. And everybody got clowned, from media to average you, and you listening tonight. It was not real. It wasn't real.
That was funny. I bet they blame Miley Cyrus.
Oh, yeah, they blame Miley Cyrus.
She made up twerking. She didn't even got a butt to make up twerking. She don't even have the right hips to make up twerking, but they blamed her.
Yeah, they blame Miley Cyrus. They blame the music that kids listen to. They called her idiots. They were saying everything under the sun, because people thought it was real. Honey, everything that comes out of L.A. is fake as hell. Everything, because it's the land of entertainment. If you've ever been to Disneyland or Walt Disney World, it's a theme park. You got people in costumes, you got dancers, you got the stage production, you have all the scenery. They even broke it down to the smells, the scent. If TV could do smells, y'all be some walking fools. But L.A. is just like Disneyland. It's nothing but entertainment at all. I was watching, like I was saying, the Braxton Family Values.
Yeah.
What is Bebe telling you, girl? Because you already over there laughing.
All she said was her mom said she don't care if it was fake. It was hilarious.
Yeah, but okay, I'll give you that. Some stuff is hilarious. However, when you're sitting there watching a reality TV show every week, timed, your brain is, and it's not just you. I'm just saying this is everybody. They already proven to us that when little children watch TV, little children absorb it because their minds take it in, and they constantly take it in. They constantly see it. Automatically, they begin to live it. It's no different when we're adults. We just cover it up better.
Got that right.
And I might get some folks mad. I don't care, but this is true. L.A. is shady. How do I know? Because I worked in it. They took. Whew. Okay, again, I'm not going to talk about any shows or any person in particular, but I will say that one of the shows that I watched, the R&B Divas LA, and nobody paid attention to the reunion show and what Kelly Price said and what Shantae Moore said on the reunion show when and again, I just saw the one episode and I already knew, like, okay, this is interesting. Let me just peep the reunion and see what the hell they're talking about. But Wendy Williams asked him a question, and if you guys saw it already, then you know that there was big drama over this monologue, you know, and Kelly went ahead and did her own monologue, and Shantae Moore was upset, and Little Mo was upset. Little Mo was hurt because Kelly Price, you know, had her move out there and all this stuff, you know, the drama that people talk about. Kelly Price said something. When Wendy Williams asked her a question, she said, was there always a problem? Kelly says, they told us, talking about production, they told us that if we do not beef up the drama, our show will be canceled. That's a wrap. They told us if we do not beef up the drama, our show will be over with. In production, before anybody signs a contract, they already know where the show is going to go. The more drama, the more idiots will follow.
Well, that's true. I don't watch that show, but I do watch Dance Moms, and this year they took it to a whole level that wasn't even called for. That's all I'm saying.
Duck Dynasty, I bet you it's the same thing. You know, somebody was talking about Duck Dynasty. Somebody, you know, they've been inboxing me all day about Duck Dynasty. What was that one where you used to watch Swamp People or whatever the hell the name of that show was?
So pissed off with Swamp People. That had nothing to do with the drama between people. It was all about the alligators, crocodiles, whatever the hell they was. And then all of a sudden, it was like a reality show. I stopped watching after that.
Because Hollywood is playing the minds of the sheep. I don't care if y'all get mad at me, but I've been on the inside. I've been on the inside, y'all, and I hate to see so many people get engulfed in all these shows. They're like, the shows consume them. Again, I'm watching it for the research value. Like, what the hell?
Basketball wives, not Evelyn's ex-best friend. She said in an interview that the producers were pushing her and Evelyn to beef up drama. I forget. I want to say it's Vibe magazine, but I could be wrong on that. But she did say in one interview that the producers were pushing them to beef up the drama, and she was telling Evelyn to calm down, don't fall for it. And she said it like way back when, like season 2 or something, they was telling them to beef up drama. And that's also the reason why it's always something that goes on in these reality shows that somehow never airs. There's always some type of drama the clip is never played. That's like a big mystery, but all of a sudden it's a drama through the whole daggone season.
Oh, yeah, cutting room floors is interesting. I think I had broken down on one of my posts, and I can't remember which one, but if you ever pay attention to these reality TV shows, they're in a restaurant, right? Okay, and everybody's sitting at tables. You know, you got people sitting in the background. I want you to pay attention. The next time y'all sit here and try to refute what's going on, sit there and watch them in a restaurant scene. Ask yourself, hold on, because I'm about to break it down again. Ask yourself, while they're in the restaurant, is anybody eating? You're not going to see anybody eating. They'll probably be drinking water or drinking something, sitting there listening the whole time, but you know they're kind of ear hustling, but they look like they're having a good time. People, it's a set. The restaurant has now turned into a set. Those are extras who got to pay like $150 for the day, and they got some free food offset.
You want me to go back and watch? I don't even watch.
Pay attention, again, to the restaurant scene. Is anybody eating? That's one giveaway. Or there's probably nobody in the restaurant, and it's probably like 3 or 4 people, or just the members, the main characters. Yes, they're called characters. If it's just the main characters in there, I'm going to tell you, production dropped a bunch of bank to shut down the restaurant for a day.
Or at least that catering room.
No, it's Hollywood, honey. Everything in Hollywood is a set. Like I said, think of Disneyland, but think of L.A. All of L.A. is a set. They will shut down streets. It's a set. L.A. is a production city. And that's from whatever you guys see on TV. I went to a couple of Soul Train Awards. Y'all think,
okay, I'm
right? Y'all think that it's it's all kind of drama and it's happening behind the scenes and stuff while you're at the award show. Oh my gosh, it's so exciting! I'd love to be there, baby. If you're there, you're on set. Seat fillers in the beginning. I mean, down at the bottom because they want to make sure to the audience, i.e., y'all silly fools watching the show live, thinks that the place is crowded.
There is a low budget movie about seat fillers. There is a whole, I forget the name of it.
Yeah, there's one on seat fillers, but that they get paid. They're called extras. Yet again, they're called extras. Hello. But behind the scenes, when it comes back and you guys hear all the applause, like, yay, we're back from commercial break, at the very top on each side of the stage, it has an applause button, applause theme, because they're telling the audience to clap. This is stage protection. Clap, people. You're monkeys. Do what we say. While y'all watching break, we're back here being told what to do, what not to do during the show. There's no entertainment, maybe every now and again during the little breaks. It's all production. It's not real. The stuff that we see on TV is not real, and I wish you guys could get it. I really do. Because too many people are falling for the drama, and it's just soap operas written by the second. You remember what? Go ahead.
No, I just remember when one of my cousins went on one of the judge shows, and she was so pissed off because it was only 2 walls, and it wasn't even the ceiling. I'm not going to say which judge show it was, but she went on one of the judge shows because somebody partly big time was suing her, and she was so pissed off because it was only 2 walls, literally 2 walls, and no ceiling.
Yeah, because the cameras and the lights have to shine down from the top. It's production. Mm-hmm. It's all a set. And if you sit there and spend the majority of your time waiting at 9 o'clock for Scandal to come on, or if you're sitting there watching and, girl, I got to call you back later because Real Housewives is on.
Hold up.
You've been pulled. Whatever. Whatever. No, whatever. I'm going to get down to the root of the problem. Whatever. It's all a lie. And we get caught up so deeply in these lies thinking that it's real. We don't even understand that it's programming in the back of our mind. And it's tearing us apart. And we have females fighting each other because they don't want to see the truth in it, because they've been so caught up in this fallality that they don't even want to see the truth in their own lives. Basically what I'm saying is, y'all, stop looking to everything else to validate who you are. Stop believing everything else to validate who you are, saying that you're better than. Fix yourself. Even though it's entertainment, okay, that's cool, but limit your entertainment. Shut the TV off sometimes, because eventually it is jacking with your spirit. And your ways start changing like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, I admit that. I'm going to come back to Scandal because you did a gut check and I felt some type of way about that, so I'm coming back at the Scandal. But I'll admit I had to leave Scandal alone because somewhere in season 2 they took a break, and after that all the stuff, the reason why I liked it changed. It was all about the drama, all about relationships, none about the other little subliminal messages that they was putting in front of your face. So I will admit that, but you did the gut check and I felt some type of way, so leave Scandal alone. That's all I'm saying.
I'm going to gut check it again because sometimes you got to get to the root. People don't like when you get to the root.
Everybody knew that was a fictional show. It's not a reality show. Everybody knew that was a fictional show. Dang it.
It doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter because that's hurting the cause. It's not helping.
It's true, but it is true. It's all scripted, and at some point you do have to pay attention that it's being scripted and realize how much is this script that you've been watching for so long is starting to play out in your everyday life. At some point you do have to ask that question.
And that's all I'm trying to say. That's it. I mean, and I wish that y'all would pay attention more to the keys that like Diyah said in the article about Basketball Wives. They said beef up the drama. If you don't beef up the drama, you're going to lose this contract. They get paid on the back end. Everybody during those shows, they rent mansions. If you notice, they're only in a mansion for like a hot minute, and then they've moved again. Or during the season, they've moved again. The mansion is a set. They only rented it for a little amount of time. After the mansion gets paid, after or homeowner gets paid, after all of this stuff gets paid, then the celebrities get their money. How do they get their money? By advertising. Go ahead.
Was the chick? I can't think of her name. I forgot what show it was, but she was renting the apartment or house or something for $33,000 a month, and she ended up owing the freaking studio. Can't remember who that was, but she was
Basketball Wife.
Yeah, I can't remember what show it was. I remember reading about she ended up or maybe it was you just talking about it, but she ended up owing the. How do you owe the studio that's paying you? Pay attention, people. She ended up owing the freaking studio, who's paying her to do the show, over this apartment that's $32,000 a month that has to come out her check.
The studio is now a set. Anything can be a set. You could be in a park. The park is now a set. The apartment is a set. And those people, you know, we always wonder how Hollywood people, celebrities, end up broke. It's not because they're on drugs. It's not because they're wasting money. It's because they get caught up into some contract that they are bound to and cannot get out of. Because if they get in it, they have to pay if they want to get out of the contract. Or, oh gosh, what is the other option? I forgot. But anyway, I done got pissed off. I'm just trying to give y'all a little bit of hint. You know, just be cautious, as ladies, as what you bringing into your body, because we hiding from a lot of stuff, and we need to work on it. LA is no joke. If you get a chance to see the Jimmy Kimmel thing, peep it out, because that's Hollywood at its finest. And I mean, he trolled the world. He trolled the world.
The chat room say I logged off. Wait a minute now.
Huh?
The chat room was retarded. Just said I logged off and logged back in.
Oh, okay. I don't know. But anyway, he trolls the world, and that is how Hollywood is. It literally. So if you get a chance to see that, go ahead and peep that out. Girl, don't scare me like that again as long as you're still in here. Now, we're going to go ahead and get back to the comedy section.
I just like that word, comedy.
It's just the comedy. Yeah, I see it. It says reconnecting server. So the next one is Rules of the Church. Girl, go ahead and play that one. I got to figure out what's going on. Yeah, Rules of the Church.
Yo, I ain't got a few minutes. I'm trying to make some changes in my life. Yo, I done started going back to church. And I love church because with church, you got to get it right, you know. I ain't got no problem with getting right. But with church, they want you to get right like right now. You know what I'm saying? They don't give you no time to work on yourself. Ain't no process. Ain't no steps. You know what I'm saying? Because as soon as I got in there, I got filled. And I'm like, I'm finna join, you know. And you know how when you join, the pastor take you in that little back room and be all dark and try to scare the hell up out you? Anybody been back there? Because he got in my face like, look, Vanessa, now you with Jesus. You understand it's a couple rules you're going to have to follow. I'm like, what's up? What you want me to do? He was like, first of all, ain't going to be no more stealing. And see, I didn't know that they watch you when you come in. You know what I'm saying? So I put the little stuff back because they was being petty about it, I thought. You know what I'm saying? They said, Vanessa, you can't kill nobody. I ain't trying to kill nobody. Well, Vanessa, there's no fornication. No what? They was like, no fornication, no premarital sex. And I don't know about y'all, but when I heard that, I like to pass out. You know what I'm saying? I almost died because I didn't know about everybody else. But I was like, hold up, Pastor. I'm a beginner. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't got some type of introductory program, something I can still do it once a month, because you're going to have to wean me up off that. You don't just cut that off like that. I'm going to convulsions. I'm sucking on random stuff. I don't know what it is. I need 12 or 6 steps into righteousness.
Okay, so Diyah.
You.
I was like, how she end up on mute? Do you think that there?
Loud.
Huh?
I go on mute because I laugh too loud. I don't want to be over the music.
Oh, you was laughing. Oh, girl, yeah. But I mean, the whole thing is when you first join the church, and normally we don't talk about church, and I probably lost a lot of clients because I've changed my whole stance on a lot of stuff. But don't make it difficult.
It's more so that you or me included changed our stance on a lot of stuff. I think we came more public on how we really feel.
Yeah, that's true. And don't they make it difficult for you when you first join? I mean, girl, really?
Oh, they. Oh, okay. Yes, they make it difficult as hell. I'm just laughing because I should have went to hell a long time ago with the stuff I did because of stuff they said and stuff I said back to them. And so that little clip had me reminiscing about some stuff. That's all I'm saying.
Girl, I just wish.
Also, what you said in the beginning of the episode, this is a classic example of what you said in the beginning of the episode of how comedians clown people and they don't even know it. I just want to put that out there.
What part?
When she was talking about stop having sex. And everybody they did a little uncomfortable laugh, and then they started laughing when they realized everybody else was laughing. Yeah, she was clowning them. She knows damn well half of them in the audience was going to church, and still having premarital sex. She was clowning them on purpose.
See, that's what I'm saying. That sarcasm undercut side that people aren't aware of. I love that about comedians because they hit you on so many levels. You just don't know how to take it.
Yes, it's a couple of comedians who are excellent with it. Where they cut you sideways, you be like, "Oh wait, you don't even know you just got cut."
Oh man. Go ahead. Hello. I don't know if the internet is tripping now or not. Diyah's her phone has issues.
On mute for a second because sometimes you got to move the phone away in order to get a better connection, and I guess right now it wants to be away.
Oh, okay, because I was like, I hope you don't go too far away because you're going to have to play the next step.
Stop. Phone? It's so funny.
She called herself going out. You get. But yeah, so the rules of the church is interesting, but I mean, it's basically this show is about all the stuff that we lie about. Honestly, if you really want to get down, because we always have an underlining theme for the show, and it's about lying and how the lies do really affect you. And there's a lot of folks that do have sex in the church because you always try to figure out, how come Deacon so-and-so is getting a divorce? Well, you done found out that he's sleeping with Sister so-and-so.
Man, screw that. Where are these babies coming from? That's what I want to know. Where are these babies and nobody know who the daddy is coming from? And these people been in church since they was 15.
Wow, wait a minute.
I'll be fine. I've seen too many times when people pop up pregnant, and I have family members who've been in church all their life, and all of a sudden they pregnant not one, not two, but 3 times. 1 time, okay. 2 times, yeah. But 3rd time, let's stop playing. Let's stop playing when you're sitting in the second pew and you're pregnant for the 3rd time. Ain't no husband, no daddy, but this is the. Now, I have no problem if that's what you do. It's an issue to me when you're preaching to me.
How you sit and do something and they turn around and do it. Oh, yeah. That's when it's messed up. Hopefully you're able to hear me because, again, I know that's your phone being tricky. Instead of playing, play the second half. instead of the other one that we had set up. Play the second half so we can go into the second half of the show because I want to go ahead and get out early tonight too.
I go with my sister. We go to places called Beautiful Nails. Kind of confused when I first read the sign though. Beautiful Nails. Just one. Nail is beautiful. Do I get to pick which one? I don't know what happened to the rest of them, but that one is really good. It's okay, though, because these ladies are so nice, you know what I mean? They make you feel like it's all about you and customer service. You know, whatever you like, we do for you. We do full set only $16. As soon as I walk in, they greet me right away. Hi, honey, what you need today? How your mom? Do you know my mom? She's really good, thanks. Can I get a manicure, please? Okay, honey, do you like pedicure too? No, just a manicure. Thanks. Honey, why you don't lie? Pedicure make look nice. It's so sexy. It's better for you. Okay. I'll get a pedicure too then. Thank you. It's okay, honey. Sit down. I'm going to stick my leg. Shoot it for you. Good job. Only $20 more. That's okay. Sit down. So my Ling starts doing my nails right away. But her American name is Tammy. She sits right next to Tina. And then there's Jenny in the back. You have a boyfriend? No, I don't have a boyfriend. Honey, why you don't have? I think you know the first time you were in here, you look like model, cheerleader, something pretty. You like long or short nail? Short nails, please. Thank you. Oh, honey, that's why I don't have a boyfriend. It's okay. I do for you. It's better for you. Only $4 more. That's okay. Do you like Pretty Gel? What? Do you like Pretty Gel? I'm sorry. What? Honey, why you don't understand me? I say, do you like Pretty Gel for your nail? It's the best thing you can have for your nail. It makes it nice and sparkle like diamond in the sky. Do you like Pretty Gel? Oh, that. Sure. I'll have the, the crunchy stuff. Thanks. It's okay, honey. Don't worry. It's better for you. Only $6 more. That's okay. It's better, honey. Better for me. Okay, honey. I'll finish. Go wash your hand. All right. Thanks, Tammy. Wait a minute. This one's a little crooked. See that? No, honey. Let your finger do like that. That's funny, because my finger didn't do like that before I came in here. It's okay, honey, don't worry, I take it for you, don't worry. Chúc mừng năm mai mồm nem sao bấm cầm với ở đang đây cắm tự CD. Chúc mừng năm mai bố phải bé mồm nem sao với ở cắm tới lì đi. Bố phải bé chúc mừng năm mai làm cởi với ở cắm CD. Bố phải bé làm cầm với ở cắm tới CD. Chúc mừng năm mai nghe mời bài với ở cầm tấm tự kia. Không đại không cười quay ở cam thích mà nước máy bữa ở làm cấm cấm rồi đi. Oh, she say it looks so pretty. Liar.
Welcome to the Gumbo Cafe with your hosts, Shani Fenderson and Diyah.
Sorry, I just came back coughing. My bad.
For those that missed it, the whole joke was about the nail salon. I know my phone messed up the beginning of the part, but they was talking about when we be at the nail salon and what goes down, and we know we all been through that. So just want to let you know, so now everybody can have that. Oh, I get it. You know, some people are a little slow; they don't catch on. Just want to point that out there.
What, your phone messed it up? They couldn't hear it or something? I don't get it.
A little bit of static, so I don't know if they got the point that was at a nail salon when she first said it said beautiful nail. And it was like only just one. So make sure y'all got the joke, because some people are a little slow. Like I don't get it. I don't know. No, I don't know. Just want to make sure.
We 347-838-8420. Yeah. If you've ever sat in the chair at the salon, they will clown you. You don't know they clowning you. But I want to give you one word. And after the day, when they finish doing your nails and your pedicure, say gum-oon. That's C-O-M, gum-oon. Gum-oon. That means thank you. That will throw them off, because now you know their language, and they'll look at you the next time like, how the hell did you know that?
You guys say
so
that.
You understood?
I didn't get it.
So you understood everything that we was talking about? Oh, you didn't do that, did you? Gum? C-O-M, gum, Gamonchi is thank you, ma'am. Gamonchi. How I know I went to cosmetology school, people. You ask questions.
Real fast, I'm about to apologize because I'm going to have to switch microphones, so maybe a little reverb, because for some odd reason there's a helicopter flying around here, and it is messing with this daggone phone. So I'm about to switch mic real fast so it's not so much background static. So I'm letting y'all know now. I apologize.
I don't hear no static. What are you talking about?
I can hear it. Oh, is it just me? Okay, never mind then.
The heck is you talking about?
If it's just me, hold up. Wait a minute now. If it's just me, then never mind. Screw it. I'll deal with it. I just don't like this. They. It's annoying the hell out of me. Okay? And I do mean the hell out of me because I'm about to get a little indignant with myself. Yes, that happens. I'm about to get a little indignant with myself because it's getting on my nerves.
But yeah, and I mean, of course, when you're in the nail shop, whatever, and you sit there and say, of course you're lying, but they sitting there lying to you at this point, so just say thank you in their language. When you get ready to pay, before you give Tina, whatever her name is, a little extra change, after she done arched her eyebrows, what have you, tell her thank you. When you get ready to walk out the door, she going to look at you like, oh? You understand? You understand? Yes, I understand. It's gum-oon. Gum-oon-chi. Thank you. It'll throw them off. I do it all the time. Pisses them off. And I always ask, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Who are you talking about? What's she saying?
Do that. Who you talking about? You talking about me? Because you can say it in English. Ain't no problem. I got jokes for myself. You can say it in English. What's the problem? What's your name? What's your name? Mary. No, what's your name? No, Mary. What's your name? I used to do that all the time. All the time. They hear me, Sarah, Mary, Jane. My name is Nadia. I know most of you don't know that, but my real name is Nadia. So I know if my name is Nadia and I was born in America, I know darn well you did not come over here with the name Mary. Let's try that again.
Oh, honey, girl, please. They do that even in call centers. You know.
Mm-hmm.
That bothers the fool out of me, too. I had one dude call from India, and I'm just telling too many jobs that I worked at. But anyway, I worked in collections, and he was, he was trying to run the okie doke on me, and it was like, okay, well, due to the FDCPA laws, that's another word, I ain't gonna give that to y'all all the time, but due to FDCPA laws, you're calling illegally now. What's the fax number? Give me your fax number. I have no fax number, of course, he in India. well, how are you going to collect this? Man, we're going to send the cops out there to you. Of course, I'm not doing the accent. I was like, okay, you're going to send the cops? I said, well, what county are you sending them from? Troup County. There's no such thing as Troup County, y'all. Don't let these people play you for an okie doke. I mean, know the laws for one, ask questions for two, without the attitude. Ask them to teach you something. They will teach you if you seem like you're very interested in what they're saying. If they don't like attitude, but
wait, I need you to backtrack. I need people to understand their county. I need people to understand their zoning, because where I am is very huge. It's considered Palm Beach County. But you can always get somebody when you say, well, where the cops come from. And if they just say Palm Beach County, they are not anywhere in America. They are not anywhere in the state. Know your county. Because there's different divisions in my counties with different divisions of police officers. So for where I live, the Palm Beach County police officer ain't coming nowhere near me. I ain't saying which police will, but they not. Now, when I was in Philadelphia, they'll say the Philadelphia police. No, you got to know which zip code they're coming from. So if you know the information, then you know for a fact you got one up on them because they're talking trash. Know your county, know the laws, study, read a damn book. That's all I'm going to say. Read a damn book. Even if it's the phone book. Learn the zip codes in the phone book. Read a damn book. That's all I'm saying.
Read a book and ask questions, especially with other cultures. It's okay to ask questions. They'll answer you, but, sometimes I'll call Diyah.
Ask the question. No, don't be going, what is that? What's that? No, don't do that, because that would offend the hell out of them. That's rude as hell. Don't do that. Don't do that.
And now, see, sometimes I will call Diyah, and the way she'll ask me questions when I call her, what's up? What you want? Now, and I get sensitive when she does that. And she's like, what's wrong with you? This is how I talk all the time. So don't do the Diyah-ism on somebody and be like, what's up? What? Like you ready to fight, but really that's just how she talks all the time. Just act like you're concerned and really want to know what it is they have to offer. And like she's saying, if you have your nose stuck up with attitude and do the ew, that's nasty and stuff like that. I'm telling you, when we'd have potlucks at car school. And the Vietnamese and Korean, because they're not all Vietnamese. Some of them are actually Korean.
Yeah. Please do not just assume.
Yeah.
It will go off of you in another language and English, and so will their friends. Assume they are all one thing. Do not do that.
And they would bring different foods and stuff. They had to sing like it was like Jell-O, but it had something else at the bottom. I tasted it. I was polite and I tasted it. One chick in the classroom was like, oh, my God, this is nasty. Ew, spitting it out and stuff. Why the hell would you do that? Where's the etiquette?
Okay.
That's wrong. I mean, I know we have manners now again, but who knows? Who cares?
For those who do not have manners, first of all, take small bites. Second of all, learn the area of your mouth. You have cheek pockets for a reason. You have underneath a...
Yeah, her phone went out again.
No, I'm right here. Hide those foods in those areas in either cheek pockets or under the tongue and excuse yourself to the bathroom. Then spit it out. Don't do that, funny face. That's rude. Somebody did that.
I don't know what's going on. We got to get Diyah a phone, y'all.
Please do. Give me a phone. Give me a phone. Give me a phone. Give me a phone. I'm about to make this a song. Give me a phone. Please do. That's all I'm saying.
And the napkin tug, like Gigi saying in the chat room, there's also a way you can use the napkin to take stuff, out of your mouth. Put it in the napkin. And don't just sit there and make this ugly face when you're doing it. I see you had dropped, your phone had dropped, but we got you on the other one, so that's good. But there's always a way to be polite about things without the funky attitude. We got another clip. Like I said, I'm trying to rush through the show tonight, y'all. I'm so sorry.
Oh, wow, it's not the phone.
Huh? What happened? Okay, anyway, Diyah, if you could play the oodles and noodles with the tail giving. Are you there? Are you not there? She's not there. So let me go ahead and find it real quick because we done lost this child. Bless her heart. And you are on mute.
Hell, I quit.
Huh?
I quit. The helicopter need to go. I quit. This helicopter need to leave.
They looking for somebody. Okay, play the Oodles is Noodles.
Crazy ass people, crazy ass world. I know why this world crazy too. I've been checking this bullshit out. You know why we fucked up? Because we eating them fucking oodles of noodles. That's why. Ramen noodles, Roman noodles. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. That shit ain't lunch. When you had Spam, you didn't do no crazy shit. Now you got some bullshit that all it take is water. 3 minutes only costs $0.10 a pack. That's a trap. That ain't no fucking meal. And it ain't just the kids, you know. That's why I'm glad my grandmother was here until she was 92, because she balanced this crazy shit out for you. You know, when you got somebody in your life 92 years old, that's a wisdom you can't buy nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And I know what she mean now, because my grandmother used to always say, you know, we living in our last days. She used to say that all the time, we living in our last days. She fucked me up as a child. You don't say no bullshit like that to a 5-year-old. Every day I woke up scared than a motherfucker. Grandma, this it. Can I ride my bike one more time? I love my grandma, but she scared the fuck out of me for years. When I grew up and she was older, now when she was 92, she said that same shit, and I just grabbed her ass in the collar and say, hey, Grandma, why the fuck we gotta be living in our last day? That's your goddamn fantasy. You're 92, you done did all the fuck you wanna do. I bet you when you was 20 and fucking granddaddy, we wasn't living in our last days, was we? Cause you think about it, why would you want to share that kind of shit with somebody? Pizza and surprise a home.
Goodness. People talk about living in the last days. That does scare a lot of folks when you put that on them like that. But why do they do that to folks? I don't get why they do that to folks. Is it to scare you into a state? Is it to get you to change your mindset about things and your actions and whatnot? Things again, if you don't see the example to follow, then what else is it? I don't get it. I don't get it. And Diyah, bless her heart, she's probably over there ticked off. Just her phone tripping, her computer tripping. They can hear me. Because I opened up the mic for your computer. What'd you say now?
I'm outside. It's not just the phone. It's the computer too. When I hung up and just used the computer, it's still doing the same thing. So it is the helicopter that's flying around here. It's not my phone. It's messing with my phone and the daggone computer. And I wish they found who the hell they looking for and leave. Get on my nerves.
She said it's getting on her nerves. So she outside chilling. So yeah, bless her heart, we are apparently going to shut this out kind of early tonight. I'm just going to play this last clip. Hopefully it'll play on my end because actually it might not. How far are you from your computer? Can you play the last clip? The Leslie's homegirl team?
Sort of static. Yeah, I need to get in my head jokes because of this retardedness. What the hell?
I don't know what you've been doing today.
If you can hear me, I don't know if you can hear me or not.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. I don't know if it's just my phone and me hearing the reverb or if everybody can hear it, but I'm ready to throw everything.
Yeah, I told you we were going to cut it short. Just go ahead and play this last clip with Leslie, and then after that we'll talk about that for a little quick second, and then we're going to bounce because I need to start getting back to editing and doing some more typesetting and stuff.
I like Leslie, but okay, here we go.
All the homegirls hanging out with they homegirls, give it up for yourself. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, ladies. We hang out like we a team, ain't we, ladies? We hang out like we a tight posse. But we all got our job on the team. Am I correct, ladies? We all got our position in the posse. Like there's the hoe. You know she a hoe. She tell you she a hoe. Yeah, I had sex with him. Yeah, I had sex with him. You might not want to go out with him. I had sex. You're like, damn, you are a hoe. But that's your girl. You love her. That's your girl. She can't drink out of none of the glasses at your house. You got a plastic cup for her when she come over. You don't know where that bitch been. You don't know where she been. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The woman that you don't leave your man in the room by themselves. I'll be damned if you have sex with Charles while I'm making beef stew. Come here, Charles. I need some carrots, nigga, yeah. She is a hoe. She is a hoe. Then we got the drunk. You can't take her ass nowhere. You give her a drink, she is messing up the whole party. She be on the middle dance floor. Hi. Okay, pee right here. And she don't remember nothing the next day. She don't remember nothing. She don't remember nothing. What's the first thing she say? What I do, bitch. You don't remember pissing in the middle of the damn floor? You don't remember doing that? You don't remember the security guard dragging you out by one leg? You don't remember that? You know we can't go back there now, right? You know they got our pictures at the front gate now. You need help, yo. And she would drink anything. You know how you go over somebody's house and they be like, you know, I only got some vodka left. And you be like, I don't really drink vodka. She be like, pour that. Finna get toe up. Then we got the driver. This heifer drive every occasion. It don't even have to be her car. She could be high. She could be drunk. She could be toe up. This bitch line is, oh, we gonna make it home. Or we gonna make it to the house. We gonna make it to the house. If she could drive anything, she is brilliant. She's brilliant. She could drive cars, trucks, buses, tractors, scooters, motorcycles. This bitch can drive a camel. You open up her wallet, she got licenses. Then we got the white chick. Y'all know who I'm talking about, the one who don't like nothing. Why we come to this club? Why she got that shirt on? That's an ugly shirt. Why? Why I can't tell her? Why she got to get in my car? Why? You be in the bathroom like, why we keep going out with her? Why? Why we keep messing with her? And the drunk be like, because she the driver.
Big Lance ain't lying. There's always somebody in the group who you automatically know she's a hoe. You know, I think my group had all hoes. Then there was the Alfie.
Mine didn't have all hoes. Mine had two hoes who were honest and then a bunch of undercover hoes.
They were still hoes.
Yeah. The ones who were hoes when they were single, and then when they got a relationship, they played the Virgin Mary, even though every once in a while they took on the Virgin Mary and played the whore. But, you know.
Yeah, there's always somebody in the group that will lie about it, but admit it. You was a hoe. You was a hoe. I was a hoe.
She's a hoe. I was a happy hoe because I wasn't in denial. I was a happy hoe. Not saying I would go back to that lifestyle because it's so crazy these days, but I was an honest, happy hoe. I didn't care.
Yeah, you got to be prosecuted and all that, you know. And that's why I become, what is this? You posted up a article today about the Mary Magdalene or Madonna horror syndrome. What was it?
Mary Magdalene. You said Mary Magdalene.
I'm sorry. Madonna horror
Madonna/whore complex for men.
Yeah. Yeah, that article is pretty interesting too. I can't even get online right now. But
I don't own a BB gun right now. That's all I'm gonna say.
So and we're recording. I mean, she's just special. So they can come back and say, ma'am, did you have a like? But yeah, there's always one in the group that talks about that was the whore. Then there was always the drinker. And you would tell her, bro, you drinking too much. No, I ain't drinking too much. Leave me alone. I know what I'm doing.
Wait. Now, if we're honest, the drinker rotated depending on the occasion and the situation. We're honest with ourselves. The drunk rotated depending on the occasion and the situation.
And there's the driver. Dan, you seem like you're the driver type. Are you the driver?
Hell no. No. No, I was never the driver. Now, we had to catch the bus or some way where we had to roam through the streets and subways, but we going to make it home. But if I got to drive, y'all going to die.
Oh, wait, is Bebe the driver?
I'm not telling myself. All I'm saying is, till this day, I cannot parallel. I'm not going to say anything. All I'm saying is, until this day, I am still not the one to trust parallel parking sober. That's all I'm going to say.
Wow. Girl, you can't parallel park.
Huh?
You cannot parallel park for real?
I'm not playing, no. I can't parallel park. But I will pull over in the middle of the street and find the cop. I will double park that sucker and go, I don't know how to parallel park. Can you park this?
How the hell you get no license? That's all I want to know.
I got my license in Florida, where parallel parking is not required to pass the test.
That's the truth of why y'all moved when y'all had moved that one time to Florida. I mean, you know, wow. Because in the city, you have parallel park all up and down Philadelphia.
You got that? You remember when I had to run across Philadelphia, and I was like, oh, hell no. I found a meter maid. I found the cop. I was not parallel parking on those streets. It was not happening.
And that's all the kind of parking there
Waking my mom up. Mom, I've asked her to park the car. Mom, you got to come outside and park this car. I ain't doing it.
Wow. Ain't that a trip? See, you lying. Act like you got a driver's license is a lie.
It's a lie in any other state but Florida. It damn sure is. In any other state but Florida, that driver's license is a lie.
Oh, note to self, do not have her parallel park. Goodness gracious.
Note to self, when in Texas, Shani drives, period. How about that? Yeah, huh? Note to self, when in Texas, I'm not driving, period.
Did I tell you? Okay, y'all, then we going to cut the so short, but since you mentioned Texas, I got a letter in the mail today, and it was, oh, gosh. It was from the Republican Party. Now, if y'all already know, I was a convicted felon, so I can't vote either way it goes. You know, Republican or Democrat, I can't vote. It's independent, I can't vote. Green Party, I can't vote. It's just not going to happen, right? Okay. So I get this advertisement in the mail today from the Republican Party local chapter here in my nice little area, and they're still talking about Texas seceding from the United States. Now, when I heard that, I was like, this has got to be crazy. I don't know if this thing is in the car. This is how horrible I feel about it. It's like they can't be serious with this, but they really are. What do we have here? I have a letter. But anyway, I'm not going to go too much into detail with this letter, but they want Texas to still secede from the state. Now, anybody want to know why? I'm sure y'all already know. But anyway, I think I'm going to post the letter in the group on the Gumbo Cafe page so that you guys can see it and be like, oh, hell no. Yeah, because it's one of those.
Oh, no, hell no. Y'all done up and done it. Y'all done up.
They don't waste this stamp to send this out to everybody. And it's long too. It's like 2 pages. It's like a front side and a back side, and I can't read it right now because I'm in the car and it's dark. Hold on, let me just get to the first question, and y'all will be tripping out too. Like, are you serious? I told you I was sitting in the car. Okay.
God, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. Yeah.
It says, Dear fellow Texas Republican, first of all, I don't vote, so I'm not either Republican or Democrat. Have you ever seriously considered the prospect of a free and independent nation of Texas? I'm certain that you, like most of us, have grave concerns over the direction in which the United States is heading. Politicians from both parties seem bent on squandering our national treasure and consigning our children and grandchildren to a life of slavery, economically, if not literally. For years now, grassroots organizations like the Tea Party have made a valiant effort to turn the tide, only to be thwarted at every turn by establishment, bureaucrats, and elitists, elected officials, recent revelations of unfair and discriminatory IRS scrutiny of conservative groups being a prime example. It is becoming increasingly self-evident that the political class is either unwilling or unable to stop the downward plunge. Many of us have wondered in desperation if there is anything we can do to restore hope, restore America, i.e. white America. Well, I am pleased to boldly proclaim I'm sorry, that there is hope. I thought we were fighting, we're fighting the cause of hope, because remember, it was hope and change, right? Okay, well, I am pleased to boldly proclaim that there is hope, and that hope rests with the people of Texas. That hope rests with you. Y'all think this because y'all in y'all nice little happy wonderlands and whatnot that this crap ain't going on. This crap is still going on. That's the other reason why I'm pissed off at folks caught up in reality fucking TV. Yes, I'm that pissed off about it. Because this crap is going on.
I'm about to make up my kids. You went from a Republican letter to
no, because seriously, I'm saying that this underground stuff that's going on is happening because people are too caught up in the fakeness of the world. You got groups. I was talking to my cousin yesterday. She's like, Shani, do you still know that there's skinheads and the Klansmen out here in Cali? And she lives in a neighborhood with a whole bunch of them. We don't talk about this stuff. This is reality. This letter right here is reality. This letter of us wanting, the state of Texas wanting to secede from the United States of America. We can make it happen. What does it say here? 100,000 signatures of registered voters needed to get Texas independence on the ballot. They want to do this.
You guys start from the beginning. Dear Republican, dear fellow Republican. I'm sorry, dear fellow Republican.
What the hell? Republican.
Shut up. That's what they want. They want you to be a Republican. That's what I was thinking. But dear fellow Republican, how do you know everybody in Texas is Republican? That's the part that, just makes me laugh at the door. Like, how the hell? How you just assume? Just because I'm in Texas, I'm a Republican.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but it's a lot of stuff going on. It really is. I still deal with the girl, that's coming from Caucasian persuasions with funky attitude. And that's not girl. Hey, girl, how you doing? That's girl, nigga, slave.
Yeah.
That's the stuff that's going on. That's why I'm like, y'all, you living in the city, people. You thinking things ain't happening, but it's happening. You thinking racial stuff isn't going.
And I'm honest, the city got the flip side. The city, you got the other side where they're. I don't want to laugh. Wait a minute. Never mind, because I can't do it without laughing.
Oh, okay.
I can't be serious on that part because I just keep saying what they wear, and it's just hilarious to me. I'm sorry.
But it's seriously going on, people. It's seriously going on. You know, there's folks out here still in the country that fear for their life. You know, I drive down the road sometimes, and I'm looking in the rearview mirror. I don't like driving at night because there's still stuff that goes on out here. Y'all don't hear it on national news. And if you did, who watches news? Half of y'all don't watch news. Y'all don't give a crap about news. Unless it's entertainment TV or TMZ. Yeah. Y'all don't give a crap about news. Then y'all don't like reading. What the hell is that?
That's the real issue, because I don't give a crap about news. I don't care what kind of news it is. I don't watch it, but reading is the issue. Nobody reads anymore. Outside of a magazine where they have cute little words, everything's 3 letters, nobody reads anymore. That's a problem.
Yeah, it's a problem, and we're getting. I guarantee you, there's some bills being passed right now that we aren't even aware of. This little Syria situation going on is no joke. But I bet you y'all ain't knowing about Syria and the chemical warfare, and it's really, you know, I'm a conspiracy theorist, but anyway.
So am I. So I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut up on that part. But basically, what I'm saying is, how many of you do know what's going on in Syria? Why is there an issue with us in Syria now, whereas before we were their buddies? But are you paying attention to that, or are you watching Basketball Wives? Oh, it doesn't matter because it's not happening to me. Chemical warfare. There's an interesting thing about chemical warfare and testing. If you remember the whole thing about the Tuskegee experiment, people.
Wait, we don't even have to go that far back.
Hold on.
Okay, go ahead. You try to make a point. Go ahead.
People that's listening, y'all ladies, and some of y'all men, because I know y'all listening too. Don't think that people have your back, i.e. the government, when you're expecting everything is safe and hunky-dory and okay. Watch Fahrenheit 9/11. Watch a couple of other documentaries. Read a couple of books. Tuskegee experiment. That was done to sharecroppers. It wasn't just black people. Of course, they tell you it was black people, but it was poor people who didn't have insurance, and they injected a disease into people. If you have more than one hospital in your area, I guarantee you're a test. They're called practitioners. If they're practicing medicine, they're not a healing doctor. It would say healing doctor or healer. Oh, I'm going to put you on this Xanax. Oh, the Xanax isn't working. Well, let's try this. You're a case study. Oh, but you wouldn't know that, though. You're not too concerned about that because you want to see who's wearing some Manolo Blahniks or what outfit somebody is wearing. Dumbasses, wake up. It's the whole thing about the surface crap. This is what pisses me off. And well, no, let's play nice and let's be nice about bull crap because there is a prison industrial complex that's taking our children down, our black men down. You got meth labs all over the place. You got meth is a man-made drug. How did somebody in the rural area have enough money to make meth?
Let's get off meth for a second. Let's just talk about the schooling system. Whereas I'm gonna take it serious for a minute because Philadelphia is my home place. So yeah, I have a weak spot for that. But let's just take it off of Philadelphia. I'm gonna bring it to Florida. And here there are not so many schools shutting down, whereas there's a lot of new schools opening up. Now I know eventually what happened in Florida, Philly, what happened in here, but there's a lot of new schools opening up. And just driving by, I'm not even the one who recognized them. My husband was the one who said, these look like prisons. Like when he drove past it, he felt like he was driving past booms. Anybody from Philly know what boom look like when you drive on a train and drive past it. He felt like he was driving past boom, where it looks like a mini prison for teenagers. And it looks like all these new schools now that are being built here looks like prisons. And for me, that's a problem. I don't want my child growing up.
I'm gonna just throw this out here to you a little bit deeper because you and I go deep. look at the shape of the schools. They're always shaped like a hexagon or a pentagon. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah.
I just want to throw that out there. Okay.
Well, now I haven't seen too many down here shaped like a pentagon, but I have seen a lot shaped like a hexagon, and there's a reason for that. That I'm not gonna go too deep on this particular show, but I know it's gonna be one show we're gonna go deep with geometry and all that other stuff. I'm waiting for that show. But yeah,
y'all might not be able to handle it, but it'll piss you off. But it's about mathematics. It's about science. It's about all of that.
About science. It's about not just geometry. It's about sacred geometry. It's about a whole lot. And I know we laugh, we joke, we clown, but the reason why we're able to clown, laugh, and joke is because we know what they're doing because we study what they study. Whereas most people, like she said, watch reality shows, watch cartoons, watch this, watch that. We study deeply, so we know where this stuff is coming from and why they're doing what they're doing and how they're doing what we're doing. The only way to avoid what they're doing is to know from the root where it's coming from. But again, that's a whole nother show. But like I said, it was they're built like prisons. Whereas it was one school that we drove past, but I can't remember now. It just opened, and their basketball court was fenced in, and next to that, the track was fenced in. Now, this area is a really good area. So why the hell is this stuff fenced in an area that is very good, where the city taxes, not public taxes, the city taxes went to build the school? Like this city don't play.
Yard. Y-A-R-D. Where's that the dudes going to prison? When they have the break, they got to go yard. They go to the yard.
The yard. And it's just the school. It's just the outside is white. And then just all inside, just from the windows, just looks so depressing. They're already training you they're training these kids from day one to get used to this environment. And not too many people realize, if they realize this, they will go into, it's not wrong to build a school, but you will go into the plan of the school and pay attention to the structure of the school and the architecture of the school and say, no, this ain't right, this ain't got to change. As a parent and somebody in the community, you can go on these meetings where they're showing the architecture of how the school's going to be built and say, no, you don't want this. But people don't do that anymore. You can go into a city council meeting because a school building is going to be in a city council meeting. You can do that. But people don't do that anymore. We have to come out this save me mentality. And I'm going to just leave it at that. It's the save me mentality that we have to come out of and realize that other people, no one's going to save us but us. We have to band together. And that's the biggest problem I have, and that's one reason why I have a lot of jokes. No one wants to band together no more. What happened to that? I don't understand. Like, even though I'm not all for a big, thing of civil rights movements, but they got things done. What is the problem? I'm gonna come back to my rant because I don't understand. I really don't, and that part pisses me off. And I was trying to have a happy, jokey night, but that part, when she went to that whole other section, and when it get to politics, I try to steer away because I instantly get pissed off. That's all I'm saying.
Ultimately, this is the bottom line of the show, though. I mean, until you get, if any of y'all pay attention to the show, we get to first the surface. It's always a phase, and I hope y'all start paying attention to what we do. We're breaking down layers just like an onion until we get to the heart of it. The heart of it is that there's stuff going on that we need to be very cautious about, and don't be afraid of what you see once you see it. Because there are ways that you could live amongst it, and you could also live above it. But that's
like
a whole other story in itself, but without going too deep. But anyway, don't be afraid, because I saw, it was one show, and I posted it in the group, on the page, and pastor's wife saw it, and she said she was sick for days after she had saw it. Park Avenue. That's what it's called, Park Avenue. And it's the truth about what goes on in politics. It's the truth about how things are happening to us. And it talks about the Koch brothers, and it talks about all of that. Thing is, don't be afraid when you see it. I mean, there's some, when you get to the truth, that's the reason why we're so harsh. Because we got to break down all the lies. We're iron. Iron has to sharpen iron. Right now we're in an iron era, which is headed to the golden era. But you have to break down these barriers and all that with steel. You have to break it down in order to get to the root of the issue so that we can all grow together. It might not be riots or whatever, civil rights and stuff, but we're a spiritual being. Spiritual, positive spiritual light, spiritual movement, and I'm not talking about church, hallelujah, pouring on the blood and all. I'm not talking about that.
I hope we never do that show. Anyway. But I'm talking about when souls band together, because I want y'all to think about this real quick, too. When you have homegirls, all of you guys are on the same cycle at the same time. You're on your menstrual cycle, your menses. Yeah.
That's the connectivity we're supposed to have, not just your menses, but it's a spiritual bond. That thing they call sisterhood. That's the actual spiritual bond that we have. And we want to get people back into that flow of things, because that's what it is. It's a flow of a spiritual
yeah. And beyond that menstrual cycle, there has been studies in D.C. and in Detroit where they had people fly in and just sit there and pray, meditate, whatever you want to call it, and it brought the natural crime rate down. Not for them going out and just being activists, just for them thinking on positive thoughts for a couple of hours each day. It brought the crime rate down. So just imagine if we as a collective came together and did that on a bigger scale. Whatever spirituality that you are, you're praying your spirituality, or if your spirituality calls for affirmations or whatever, we just all dance together and just thought on one thought. That's how powerful the collective is. But we keep watching these reality shows where it keeps the collective separate and don't realize that from watching these reality shows, it was one time when these TV shows reflected real life. Now real life is reflecting TV shows, and they're doing that for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
So what if we turned off the TV one day and just went outside, made our kids, all of us, and I'm saying all of us because not everybody does it, as far as letting the kids watch TV all day, just made our kids turn off the TV. If not, go outside, just play with their toys. Play with something that makes them imaginative. Don't give them a toy. Give them popsicle sticks and see what they do. Give them something where they actually have to think and create. Get those creative juices flowing, not off of what the logic of what they saw, but what they need to create. Get those juices flowing, and then go outside and have them meditate on what they want to be, what they want the world to be. Imagine how big of a change that could come. But I'm going to cut it real fast because we do have somebody that I believe is holding the talk. It's area code 954. So I'm going to bring this person in. Area code 954, first two numbers is 638. Who are you and what is your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, this is Rick Boss. Calling from the
What up, Rick?
Hey, how y'all ladies doing tonight?
All right, Mr. Planet Man.
Yeah, I'm calling from the Planet Man. Y'all doing a good job, man. Breaking that onion down, breaking them layers down, and I just wanted to chime in real quick. Give y'all my support.
Thank you.
Definitely,
Thanks,
man. You are gonna do, Shani. I mean, everything y'all talking about. I totally agree with. The TV. The TV makes, for instance, it makes men passive. So you sit in front of the TV, you're not active. So for men, speaking from a man point of view, it keeps them passive. And the kids, these kids, when they just sit in front of the TV, little boys, he's gonna grow up to be passive. I mean, when I was a kid, when we all were kids, we used to go outside, play games, and we put our feet in the soil, and we connected to nature. So everything that's going on, it just takes us away from the source. And that is the only law, the law of nature, and we are all connected to that. So, when all of these, everybody just, like y'all was talking about the reality shows, all of these reality shows keep the females especially in that reality that they think, that they perceive as reality. So when she do go get a relationship or whatever, she just kind of, it's like she acting out the way she see those ratchet females. Yeah, she's active. Yeah, she acting out the play she see on the TV in her relationship. And, definitely we are all connected. I mean, and when I say the law of nature, that goes deep because everything in nature, if the law of nature wasn't true, when you look around and you look at the trees wouldn't be planted in the ground, and the earth would move around the sun. So all of these elements, these stuff popping inside our body, and definitely, people need to get back to the source. I mean, that's where we came from.
I see. This is why I appreciate Boss, because I know Boss is. See, there's another side, and I felt it because I feel things sometimes. But I was like, this is your problem, Boss. You're bored right now. Nobody is tapping into that side of you that you really want to talk about, and because you're deep, and there's some things you haven't even expressed yet that I know you know. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's another hat that I will. But definitely, I mean, even when I definitely knew you and Diyah was intuitive, and because I listened to the first show I think y'all did, and I heard y'all talking, and I was like, man, I heard you guys building on some stuff, and I was like, these ladies are deep, and I was like, especially when y'all was talking about the a lot of these females. They have internalized pain, so when she go in another relationship, she carry that same pain to the next relationship, and that right there in itself, even with males, even with some of these men, and until everyone realizes, hey, you have to connect with yourself, and even Greg said it like every time he in the show, you have to. Let that dialogue be with yourself. That is key. You have to really, once you have dialogue with yourself and you connect to yourself, when you do attract somebody that's on your level, I mean, it'll be totally powerful. And like y'all talk about, if we all was on this level, they say if everybody was on that level right there and we connect collectively, that would be more powerful than an atomic bomb. That's how powerful that would be.
Yeah.
Right.
I got a couple of documentaries that I want you to watch now, because see, I already feel where you at, and I appreciate you calling in too. I didn't know you listened, but it was something that you said, and I'm gonna drop this knowledge real quick on y'all. Some of y'all might think this is crazy, but what Rick Boss said is, when a young man is sitting in front of the TV and he's taking in stuff, okay, the law, and he mentioned the law of nature. Law of nature is there is always a male and a female, a yin and a yang, or the ankh, which is the penis inserted into the vagina. But there's always a positive or negative energy, whatever you want to call it. Now, when a person is void, with no emotions or anything, and they're sitting in, like a young boy, they're sitting in front of the TV, they're taking in this information. When something is being placed into you, this again, law of nature, what is it? What's being birthed into you? Think about, sex. This is how energy works. When something is being placed into you, it then plants a seed into your mind. Everything still happens the same way it happens in the bedroom, but it's on a different level. So if a child is sitting there in front of a TV, the seed is being planted into his mind. This child is now in the female position because he has not been out into the environment, in the world, letting out the masculine energy to balance out things. This is all about yin and yang. We don't have no balance. We're too busy being caught up on one side of the scale, and it's throwing the whole society off. And we're allowing it because we're being an empty vessel, blind to the fact of what's going on around us. Again, this is the stuff that Diyah and I talk about every day.
Now, because you brought that up, I'm going to bring this up too. It's not just the males. When you set a child, male or female, in front of the TV all day long, in front of the whatever video game they have all day long. They're on the receiving end. So whether they're male or female, they're on the receiving end. When they don't get that outside play where they can release, where they can act out, where they can create, they're still on the receiving end. So therefore, it creates an emotional imbalance in them because they're taught their emotions through the screen. They're taught how to react to their emotions through the screen. They're taught how to act just in general through the screen. They're taught how to dress through the screen. They're taught how to respond through the screen. They're taught how they should look through the screen. They're on the receiving end all day long. So when they go outside and have to interact and react to other people, they do not know how because it's already an emotional imbalance. When we didn't have, I'm not even just going to say TV, when we didn't even have radio, when kids were outside all day long, they were able to tap into the higher side of themselves, where they had nothing but sticks and leaves and trees and nature, and they had to create. They constantly created games and all this other stuff.
And creating, go ahead, dear, what is the creation? The giving birth is the feminine energy. And
yes.
the idea, the logic of putting it together is the masculine energy. Y'all, we ain't stupid over here. Y'all think we are stupid. No.
We're not slipping at all. We're not slipping at all. That receiving is feminine energy. That housing, nurturing is feminine energy. That birthing is feminine energy. But once you start acting out, once you start doing, that's masculine energy, and everybody has it within them. So it's not like we're coming down on male, female. We are talking spirit. We are not talking physical. We are not talking sexual preference. I need y'all to get that in your head. This is not what it's about right now. We are talking straight spiritual. We are talking about the spiritual balance.
And it's deeper than that too. And if it wasn't, and what we saying, if it wasn't true, when you look around you, you wouldn't see, you wouldn't have seasons. You have summer, winter. Everything is duality. You have male, female. You have positive and negative. And these are different polarities. So I mean, everything is dual nature, like Shani said, the yin and the yang. And so, I mean, what we saying is facts. I mean, it can't be disputed. And then anybody who dispute what we saying, they need to have a dialogue with themselves.
And get away from that dadgum reality TV show.
Exactly. And I don't listen to y'all all the time. I was annoying on the night, so I said, let me call in.
Thank you for calling in, Rick.
Let's take off the reality TV shows for a second. Let's put it on the cartoons nowadays. The Care Bears, even though the Care Bears was kind of iffy, it had a balance. It taught morals. The Gummy Bears taught morals. These shows today, I'm not going to say all, but most of these shows today, the morals of the stories are lacking. Now it's just comedy and making people laugh. It's just laugh,
yes,
regardless of what the comedy storyline is. And that's a problem. When you have somebody laughing at everything, when something happens out in the real world where they're supposed to respond from their spirit, they respond from their logic and naturally laugh. And that's a problem. That's a serious problem. That's one of the problems, and that's one of the reasons why I talk about always receiving. So when it's time to give and have action, when it's time for that masculine energy inside of you, you do not know how to react. And again, because it seems like we might go into overtime, so our phone number is area code 347-838-8420 to call in, because it looks like we might go into overtime. So if you want to still hear the show, again, that's 347-838-8420. But I
didn't know we would go on this side of it. Go ahead, though.
So did I know? I just have to look up. It's all a minute and 42 seconds.
I'm just saying on this side of the other side, because normally we don't talk about spirituality on the air. Even on our other show, we don't talk about spirituality. So I'm glad that it is going in this direction. Even some of y'all might not like it, but who cares? Because this is what we do. This is really what we do. And, y'all get pissed off at us. You say that, well, we're ladies. We're supposed to understand it this way. We understand that our mind is both logical and creative. We understand that the two become one, are married into one. What we hear about in the Bible, and boy, I ain't even going to go there with some of the stuff in the Bible.
hold it real fast. I'm going to go to real fast. Because as women, whether you read the Bible, the Quran, or whatever, we know we are supposed to be the divine representation of the Spirit. We're supposed to be the divine representation of the wisdom first handed down from the all. That is our job as females.
And that's called the Shekinah for some of y'all, whatever you follow, because it's called Shekinah glory. You know, Shekinah. When Shekinah is in its full glory. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
When Shekinah is in the full glory, that's when you get the church mothers. That's where you get the spiritual. That's where you get the goddesses from. But I'm going to leave it there for a second because I know I tend to go on preach mode, so I'm going to bring it back for a second.
Yeah, that's why I'm bringing myself back, too, because Rick, you done pulled out some stuff, boy. We wasn't ready for that just yet, but we'll go with it.
I'll blame Rick. I'll blame Rick because Rick is that representation of that masculine energy who is the active force that's going into that active section that's bringing in more spirituality, which is the feminine side. And that's what the feminine is supposed to represent. So when that feminine goes to the active side without the spiritual, intellectual, without the spiritual guidance, you are out of order. I don't give a damn what anybody tells you. You're out of order. I'm going to say that right there, but I'm going to bring it back because I get personal when it comes to that. Bring that back.
Hold on, let me break that down for the non-understanding folks. Rick brought in the masculine energy. He was the head in it. We were supposed to follow as women in the direction that he was taking us to. That it's just that simple. When it's called submitting, that's exactly what our spirits did. We submitted in the direction, and we were able to hear and move even further. So go ahead.
Well, since you said that, yeah, I'm going to keep going.
Go ahead. That's why I was like, go ahead.
Well, yes, as women, most people don't understand submission. Submission doesn't say, I'll do whatever you say, no matter what you give me, no matter what you do, I'm going to just be a slave. Submission is not slavery. Submission is actually knowing that you're in control the whole time, but you and the other person both know the higher power that you serve. So y'all both submit from the point of what you represent. The female representing the spirit. The man representing the manifestor and the guidance. This is the reason why the man goes out the home to find a job, why the man goes out and create, why the man goes out and works and do everything and brings things home. While the female take care of the home, the female take care of the hitting because the female represents the spirit. She's the one making sure food is there. No matter what his paycheck is, because I'm tired of when using men's paycheck as an excuse, no matter what he brings in, the female, no matter what he is bringing in, make sure food is there, clothes is there, shoes is there. And if his paycheck does not cover all, she does what it has to be done because this is the man, this is the representation. She chose to go outside the home and do what he needs to do. She falls in where he lacks or gives him the courage to do what he needs to do to make up wherever it's short at. That is the female position, and there is nothing wrong with that. Nothing. And I'm tired of females sitting there, you know, and yes, I'm going to go on a ramble for a second because there are a lot of females who go there who will sit there and throw, well, I got this BA, I got this associate's degree, I got this and that. That associate's degree means nothing if you cannot create a peaceful home for your family. And a peaceful home has always and will only come from the female representation of the divine force. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to leave that right there.
Oh, yeah, that's powerful. And I mean, when we look out the window and we look at these puppets around here, definitely the reality shows and whatever they plug their TV up to, whatever they plug in, wherever they plug in their awareness or whatever they focusing on, that's definitely what is in their reality. And that's why it's such an imbalance in a lot of women out here and men, because the TV and all of these different distractions is distracting them away from themselves. It's distracting them away from what is really important, what is really valuable. And what is really important and valuable is yourself, is family, is structure, is order. So if the woman, if she's not in order with herself and a man bring her into his house, the house going to be chaos.
And we see that today.
If he picked, even if he picked that type of woman, he's got to be in balance in himself to even bring that type of chaotic, disrespectful, belligerent entity into his home. So I mean, even when these guys go here, he's responsible too, because if he was in tune with himself, he wouldn't make that type of decision. Like Shani said, she intuitively felt that I was on this level. So, I mean, when you are on this level, you definitely, your receptors are working, your third eye is working, your five senses are working, and whatever other senses we have, because our body is filled up with receptors. So when you sit in front of that TV and you download those images from off of that TV, they are going into your subconscious mind. They are reprogramming. You are being hacked. You are being hacked subconsciously by the TV and by all these different media outlets, and you don't even know it. And like you were saying, these people walking around with viruses, hijacked by these different entities, and they got a lot of different names. They got a lot of different names for them, but really, you know where a person's at as soon as they open their mouth. I mean, you don't like me. I'm on a level. I mean, I'm not tooting my horn, but to get no praise, but I go places and I can look at people, and I mean, I guess it's reading their aura, I guess, but it's like I don't want to be around that person. I know right away that's a person I need to stay far from because of their energy. You know, when you're in tune with your own energy, you can pick up other people's energy, and this is one of the keys that the ones who control the strings don't want you to be in tune with it, because if you're in tune with yourself, then you could be able to create, like Diyah was talking about. You could be able to express yourself. And once you express yourself, then you elevate yourself spiritually, mentally, and you just feel better about yourself. You feel, all of the different things that make you think what is real life. I mean, that's really artificial. What is real is, spirituality and being in tune with yourself and being in tune with nature. And that is the key.
And that's what we keep saying. It's so different on this side of it. And when you hear me say it on the show, every week that you guys are listening, ladies, when I say it's so different on this side of it, because we're no longer battling these lies that we've told ourselves. The idea, why I'm so open and why Diyah is so open, because we realized that that was a reality for us. Yeah, I was a hoe. So, I mean, so what? That was the past. I'm not going to relive it. So what? I was a hoe. I slept around. I did that. So what? That does not define me now, because now it's something so beautiful. And I keep saying that's because that's how I could describe it for somebody who's never been on this end. It is so beautiful that you do become peaceful. The haters, the backbiters, the people wanting to cut you out, the people that are jealous, Rick is right. You can spot them from the beginning. I will inbox Diyah sometimes as a girl, I don't like this person's energy. And she'll tell you. I mean, if I could post some of it with the names, but I ain't going to do that and put people on blast. But I can spot them from the beginning, like Rick is saying, because we're more in tune with the environment. We know that when it talks about the tree of life, it's talking about, in the Bible, it's talking about your brain, the process of how your brain works. The trunk of the tree is your spine. Along the spine is they call them chakras. Most people are stuck on the lowest chakra, which is the red one, the color red.
Root chakra. Most people
the root chakra. They're stuck on the root chakra, which is about materialism. There's money and everything else. You know what I'm saying? And wanting to fight and sex and all of that. All those things that represent that color red. And in the Bible, they call that the area where the devil lives. Why do they call that where the devil lives? Why is it represented in red? Because nobody could get past that first chakra, the root chakra. Come on, people. It's not so difficult on this side, and we're trying to get you guys to realize, get past the materialism, Get past the I just want to have sex because I'm human and it's bull crap. Get past all of that because on this end, baby, it's beautiful. Because that's how I can explain it to you. It's beautiful. You don't worry about stupid stuff anymore because now your body is in line and in tune with the universe, not just planet Earth, but you're in tune with the other planets that are out there. And again, how many planets are actually out there? How many suns do we have?
Yeah.
How many? How many? See, how many Sephiroth are in the tree of life? How many? All of this stuff that was in history and in certain spiritual aspects is truthful.
Now, I'll be totally honest. I'm very glad you brought that up because when we start talking about this stuff, many people think that we're against the Bible. No, we are not. When you take your Bible deeper, then you will realize your Bible connects to the tree of life. There are certain passages in Psalms and other scriptures that have certain Hebrew alphabet, not alphabet, alphabet next to it. They connect a certain path to the tree of life. And they do this for a reason, which also connects to tarot, which is a whole other story. But they connect to all this. Why? Because your Bible is deeper than the literal. The literal is what they give you to keep you stupid. And I'm not saying this to hurt anybody, but when you have your Bible and you have your concordance, and then you take a concordance and compare that to the lexicon, yes, there's a lexicon. It's in the concordance, it will say TWOT. That's the lexicon. When you compare that to the lexicon, and you take the lexicon and compare it to the BDB, which is the Braggs Drivers, Browns Braggs Drivers, which is the BDB. Those two, the lexicon and the BDB, are totally different to what the concordance is. Totally different, and they take you deeper into what it truly means. When you take all that and compare it to the Torah, and then you take the Torah understanding and compare it to where the Torah came from, you will start understanding where me and Shani and Rick Balls and other people who have studied deeply are coming from, and why when people come with us with certain stuff, we can automatically see from the get-go, just from two sentences that they say, what's really wrong with them and what they're running from. We can see that. Why? Because we have cleared ourselves to a certain standpoint. And I'm not going to say we cleared ourselves all the way because there's always something to clear. But we have cleared us to a certain standpoint that we can see where you are at in your walk, in your spirituality, and what you are running from. We don't clown women to be ignorant. We don't clown women. First of all, in our eyes, we're not really clowning women. We're helping them. Why? Because we use what society says is acceptable, and that's comedy. And if you notice, they always first offend you. They always first offend the people, and then they make people laugh. And after people laugh, then they accept it. And we do the same standard. We offend, possibly, depending on where you at in your walk, and then we comedy, and which gets you to accept it. And then you understand, well, this is where I'm at, this is who I am. And then you go back and see where it comes from. And then that's where the healing process starts to come. We're not against women. I don't understand where people get this from. We're not against women or men. We never have been. We're against the lies. We're against anything that's holding you back. We're against the demons that you put in front of yourself that no longer have to be there. We're against the demons that are illusions. There's so many things outside you that you don't need the demons that you created inside you against you too. You don't. If you was a whore in the past, accept it. I've accepted, Shani's accepted. And there's so much truth and freedom and acceptance. If you were a whore and someone says, girl, you know back in the day you was a hoe, and you go, yes, I was. They don't know what else to say to that because you accepted the truth. And then if they try to bring it up again, why are you still living in my past when I'm here in my future? That's all you got to say. Why are you still in the past, living in my past when I'm here in my future? And they can't see nothing to that because that shows where they're at in their walk because they can't see your future because they're still stuck in a past, in a time frame that they haven't grown from yet. And this is what we're trying to get y'all as women on this show.
What they don't realize too is that even the Bible, these people are so they are so programmed that they don't even realize they reading the Bible with a blindfold on their eyes. If we look at the Bible, we looking at it in 3D. They looking at it and they're not even in HD. We looking at it in 3D. So, and definitely they don't
Rick,
understand.
Come on, let's be real. Rick, let's be real. Some of them ain't even really looking at it. They got a few scriptures that they memorized, that they done heard, and then that's it. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even reading it.
and it's they don't even understand. That's why they call it the sacred text, because it's really written in codes. It's written in symbols and sigils. So it has like it's written in what they call it, allegories. So they use certain things. That's all it is, and it's all spiritual. And I mean, I'm not trying to preach that you need to read it every day, because I don't read it. But I mean, I keep certain things to my heart. When I was younger, I grew up in the church, and I learned a lot of the verses and stuff like that. But definitely, and I believe that, like y'all talk about books earlier, I tell people all the time, that's the only book they go to. There's other books of wisdom out there. So you know, that's just one book of knowledge. But if you just use that one book, when the Jehovah's Witness come to my door, I tell them, I say, you know, why are y'all just going off of this book? Do you know anything about your history? If you don't know about your history, what do you know about your history? You just quoting these different, and these people, when they come to your door, all they doing is regurgitating scripture, but they have no understanding of the scripture. And I say this all the time. They got a word called Sankofa. That means go back to your roots. If you pull a tree up from out of the ground and you cut its roots off and you plant it somewhere else, the tree will never grow the same. When it'll grow up, it'll never know what it used to be. If it just grow up in another part of the world and it grows, that's the condition. I use that to say that's the condition black people are in. They don't know their history. They don't know their roots. So once upon a time, there was a time when we had culture, we had history, you know. So, and spirituality was a part of that system, was a part of that structure. And so when you go back there, hundreds of thousands of years ago, the way those people lived, and they were in tune with their spirituality. You had nobody raping nobody. You had none of these different, if you want to call them evils or I guess man-made disasters, like, you know, the people killing people. You had none of that stuff back then, because when people are in tune with themselves and are in tune with themselves spiritually in nature, everybody gonna be at peace. So when you put that TV in front of people and they watch violence all day, you watch violence, you watch you know, these different stuff that target different emotions in the body. That body becomes disruptive. The body is not at peace, because 1 minute you're watching horror, the next minute you're watching drama, the next minute you're watching Snap, the next minute you're watching all this perverse stuff on TV. So whenever you're watching these things target, like y'all talking about the chakras, these target your chakras. So your chakras become unbalanced. You ain't supposed to be getting, you got these guys watching porno all day. So what happens, when he do get with a real woman, he can't operate because his hormones are disruptive. He's creating too much dopamine in his body, in his mind. You're only supposed to create certain hormones when a man and a woman get together. That you know, so, and it's, you know, when a man and a woman get together, that's when you create those hormones. So that's one of the reasons why people are in balance, because of that TV. They don't realize how deep this is. And when they talk about this beast, that's the beast right there. The TV, the radio, all of this different media they are plugged into. And that's
what is it? When they say that a child is vulnerable, or a child, you know, you train up a child so to the way that
train a child away, and he should never depart.
And he should never depart. Okay, Diyah was talking about the school system again. So when you take away the creativity side, the spirituality side, the feminine side away from a child to where he can create and sing and jazz music, all of that, when you take that away, then he's stuck in that dopamine field When a guy has too much estrogen, testosterone, when he gets to a certain age, he's going to become a rebellious child. Rebellious child, then that means we're going to take him to the doctors. When we take him to the doctors, it's going to be filled with a whole bunch of medication. These things are happening again, and we're trying to get you guys to see that, pull away from what we consider normal right now, because they're pushing a prison industrial complex.
They surely are.
From the school, from the time they already tell you what your child is going to be in, what grade. What preschooler knows how to write a story? This is the first day of school. My cousin was a teacher. She just retired. And she said she was teaching these first graders or kindergartners. And she said before they even came into the classroom, kindergartners don't know how to spell. They don't know how to write. They had to write stories of their summer and their every morning. You're putting a lot of pressure on this little child. So the superintendent says this child isn't worthy to pass. So they're failing kindergartners. Why do you think they're failing kindergartners? Why do you think the school systems are built the way that they're built? Why do you think there's so much push for certain sexual preferences? Again, sexual preferences. Why do you think everybody's talking about the bling, the money, the cars, the fashion? Again, this is the root chakra, the first chakra. They want to keep you in this level for a reason, because they can manipulate the rest of your body. And it does happen.
And before I forget, let me throw this in there real quick. Another thing with that TV, they promote a lot of violence. They promote a lot of fear tactics. Mm-hmm. So when you keep a person in fear all the time, worrying about the next event that's going to happen, that takes you away from spirituality. Because in order to connect to spirituality, you can't be afraid. You got to be at peace with yourself. So always looking at that stuff, worrying about this going to happen in the next event, that fear is the only evil or enemy. And that fear right there, it takes you away from nature. It takes you, and like when you talk about the school, even when these kids go to the public schools, that's a type of, they are actually training them to be passive. Sitting in the front of a class 8 hours a day. That's passive type training to the kids. I mean, especially to the boys. Back in the day, the way they used to train kids was you took them out in nature and you did hands-on training. And that's how the kid developed his creative side more. And they don't teach and they don't teach critical thinking in schools. So the way they teach those kids is to, just like we talked about earlier, regurgitate information. You try to teach them to remember the information instead of tapping into his, creative side, and like you talk about the story. So by them doing that, he grows up and not know how to communicate well with people. And not knowing how to communicate in this world definitely ain't a good thing.
Nope, because
you're right. I'll say this, because I'm not against sexual preference, but I am against sexual preference when it's based off physical experience and physical experience alone. I am against that. So with that being said, when you have all these different things, which is teaching you to stimulate your physical and not stimulate your spiritual, and everything now goes towards the physical. Right. Everything, and I do mean everything now is going towards the physical. There's a problem because the physical can rationalize anything. I can rationalize walking into a wall and say it's the wall's fault. I know women who have rationalized getting punched in the face by their man and make it their fault. So the physical can rationalize anything as long as it's protecting the physical. And without that balance of the spiritual behind it, there is a problem. And what's lacking today is the spiritual. And even though I'm not going to say I'm all for how the older churches ran things or how older synagogues, older mosques ran things, At least they had an order, whereas if your spirit didn't agree, you went and studied because they said it so definely, so clearly, so ignorant, so arrogantly that it made you study to prove them wrong. Nowadays, everything is feel good. What makes you feel good? What feel good to your spirit? What feel good to your body? What feel good to your intellectual? And not what feels good to your spirit. And that's a problem. That is a serious problem.
And what Diyah said about the sexual preference. Now, let me clarify that for y'all, because I know she's saying for her personally. But what I'm talking about is when pornography is your main focus, when just screwing, it doesn't matter if it's a man or a female or because I've had a bunch of dykes come up to me and all they wanted to do was fuck. So it's the same thing with, gay men. That's all they want to do is fuck. I'm talking about that idea of sexual preference. When sex is the only thing you're thinking about, that's a problem.
Exactly.
It's a problem, and then in the way, and I know Rick, but the way when you look at nature, there's always a masculine and a feminine. If you look at homosexual couples, there's always a male and a female. Nature forces its way back into the way it needs to be. At times, when even sometimes when you're not even aware of it, it still does it. But what I'm getting at is pay attention to who you are with what you're letting into your body, what you're seeing, what you're talking about. If 99% of the time you're talking about some TV show or who slept with who or some soap opera or Judge Judy, Judge Joe Brown, if somebody slept with somebody, you got to get out of that level. It's time to move up to the next level of yourself.
But you know what? Far as those people who do what they do, I mean, like I tell them all the time, even in the rooms, when they come on my post level, I tell them straight up, stay away from me. I don't hate them. I don't judge them. As long as they don't enter my personal space. As long as they don't enter my personal space and keep that energy away from me, it's all good. But I definitely understand what y'all talking about with the energy, and even when you look at the gay people, you see the male and the female. Because I talked to a teacher one time. She told me, we was having a conversation, and she was telling me she had this little girl that was her student, and the teacher, I guess the little girl went to another class, and she was telling me the little girl was very aggressive. Like, she would come up to her and hug her, and I was at the park sitting on the side of the teacher, and she was like, there go the little girl right there. Because we was actually talking about it, how, I guess, because she, teachers, they interact with students, so they could tell from the kids are small what type of energy the kid has. So she was like, the little girl had a man energy. And when I saw the kid, I was like, wow, this little girl is like a man. I mean, she had on tennis shoes. She looked like she was about 7 years old. She had on tennis shoes, and she had on like a pants.
Sorry, I was just thinking of that character on Saturday Night Live called Pat. Remember Pat from SNL? Anyway, go ahead.
But when I think about it now that you brought that up, when I look at all of the tricks that's going on with the TV and how they pushing this agenda, I think these people definitely, they on our level, and they definitely know they on another level. And they on another level, so they know, because, they know by pushing this agenda and the people keep watching all this stuff on TV, it's gonna make these males who keep watching these TV, who keep watching these homosexuals, it's gonna imbalance their body. Especially starting off from, if you don't like, I always watch what my kids watch. I don't know if some parents watch what their kids watch, but if these parents don't watch what their kids watch, monitor what they watch on that TV, and the little kid keeps seeing all these gay stuff on the TV, somehow I think it makes him perceive like that's who he needs to be.
It's a lot of things that are deeper. It's stuff on so many levels. They're how do I put this? Everybody's energy has a purpose. Even if we don't look at the because if I told you that your higher self is actually feminine, you would probably freak out. But most men, their higher self is feminine. Most females, our higher self is masculine. You know, because again, it's balancing out the yin and the yang. But we, you know, it's deep. That's all I can say. And we might have to start doing classes or something on this deal. I don't know, or webinars. I don't know.
Way deeper than the physical. Like the physical we see is so much deeper going on that yes, some has to do with subliminal training, but most of it does not. So maybe Sean, like you said, we do have to do classes or something on it because it is really deep once you go deep into it, especially when you go into chakras and when you don't talk about the major chakras, but the other minor chakras and where they're at, it goes much deeper. We probably might have to do classes or something.
The only time I tap into that, like, I mean, I know we all are dual natures. You know, men, we have a feminine and a masculine side. What happens when kids grow up or whatever, a lot of men who go to be gay is because they didn't balance that masculine side. That's why a kid a boy child need a man in his life to balance his masculine side. These single mothers who just go ahead.
I will agree to this. I will agree to that most children are imbalanced because on one hand you have them telling them to be this way and this is what's masculine, and on the other hand you tell them if they be that then they're a jerk, they're a masochist, they're what's the other word for it? They're neophyte, they're a caveman. So yeah, there is on both sides there is an imbalance. I will agree to that. So there does have to be a balance, and I do believe that me and Shani will have to do a class soon to show the balance between both sides. No matter what your sexual preference is, whatever your physical body is right now, there has to be a balance between both sides so that there's a balance within you, no matter what outside forces say. I will agree to that.
And when you look at a lot of these females, especially the black females, they are over masculinized.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Way off balance.
I was so waiting for that. Go ahead, Rick. I was waiting for that.
I really was too. I was waiting for that one.
Yeah, they way off balance. I mean, you gotta I'm not gonna pound you side your head to get you in line. Either you go with the program or goodbye. And that's why a lot of relationships are dysfunctional. Because you got a lot of these men, they over feminize. Then you got the females, they over masculinize. So that's
those are the females that get on my nerves.
Who's over feminized and a female who's over masculinized. You would think that would work out. I'm just saying. You would think
but you know what? It does. A lot of relationships like that, it end up dysfunctional. You know why? That's not how nature intended it to be. Even though we both got dual natures, that's not how it's supposed to be. And relationships, people that get in those there's people who get in those type of relationships. The men that let these women control them, they don't be together forever because that woman, she needs a man in her life to balance her out.
Yep.
So she's not supposed to balance you out. Yes, she balance you out, and you balance her out. But if you were born in a female body and he born in a man's body, and y'all switch spirits or whatever, he got a female spirit with a man body, and you got a woman body with a man spirit, that's dysfunctional. That's not gonna last. But that's why the divorce rate is so high.
I'm going to play devil's advocate for a minute because in my experience is when the masculine female seeks out the masculine male, or the feminine female seeks out the feminine male, and that's out. In my experience, it has been when a woman who's over masculinized, so to speak, seeks out a male who's over feminized, their relationships do work out, or vice versa. So I'm going to say, as far as spirituality, in your opinion, Rick, as far as spirituality, how much does spirituality come into play when it comes to who's supposed to play what gender? Because in my experience, when you take out, not spirituality, when you take out religion, which is basically rituals you do over and over again. As far as religion, which is beliefs you believe over and over again, no matter what, how much does that come into play? Because when you take that out, I have seen only in my experiences that it does work as long as you have one of the two, no matter which one is playing out the two.
Right. Well, as far as religion, like you said, religion is beliefs, and I always tell people, I don't really believe in religion because religion divides the people. Religion divides the people, and not only that, religion is also a culture. If you get a lot of people, if you get everybody to believe something, and you get a lot of people co-signing, that becomes a culture. So as far as spirituality, spirituality definitely is a subject that is complex, it's deep. I'm still learning, and we all are evolving every day. And we definitely don't have all the answers. We definitely can't answer that because time is always changing. Every day we are evolving. But definitely with what I can see with my physical eye, I'm a man. And I mean, I know we definitely know how the spiritual world works with different. You got a man, he got a dual nature. The woman got a dual nature. And if you look at the divorce rate at the end of the day, that proves that dysfunctional relationship will not work. I guarantee you half of those people who are divorced was imbalanced. The female probably was bullying the dude because he was too feminine. And a lot of these females who are overly masculinized and overly aggressive will get in a relationship with a guy like that because he might have a lot of money, and she feel like she could be able to, manipulate his pockets and control him. And a lot of females grow up. Not only that, a lot of females grow up over masculinized because their mamas was over masculinized. Kids learn from behaviors. They don't learn from what you tell them. A lot of these little girls grow up in homes where they saw the mama beating up the daddy, abusing him verbally, probably abusing him physically, and then she ran him off, and then she ended up growing up without a dad, and then mama had to take the load, and she grew up seeing her mama go out there and provide for her and the family, so she ended up growing up with a hard shell. So, but that's not how it's supposed to be. And I don't think
I see what he's saying. I see what he's saying because in that position, how would a woman be able to submit? Is she now connected to that spiritual side, the Shekinah side? Where is she? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even though the nature,
in that position where she has to take on the masculine role, how does she submit into her spiritual nature as a female? And this is going to be one of the last questions because we're going to try to shut it down because we're going into 40 minutes of overtime. So in that situation where a female has been made to take on the masculine role, not because of the male she's with, but because of her past, and she finally gets that male she's supposed to be with, how does she, in your eyes as a man, submit to her Shekinah nature as the female representation of the Holy Divine Spirit?
He can't answer that, dear, because you're asking the man side, the masculine logical side to answer.
Yeah, I can't answer that. Yeah, I was just getting ready to tell her that before you said it. I don't know how she's going. I was getting ready to tell you. I don't know. She probably gonna have to run into one of those thug dudes, one of those abusers, and maybe he might have to abuse her a few times.
You stupid.
Them guys that like to beat women. Maybe he may have to knock her upside the head a couple of times, and then maybe she may come to her senses.
Hold up, let me flip the question because you got me laughing, and I don't want to seem very ignorant, even though I am. But let me flip the question. In a male, in that predicament where he found his twin flame, his soul flame, his twin soul flame, the person he's supposed to be with, and the roles are flipped according to their physical makeup, what would you explain? What would you tell the man to do in that situation?
Oh, he tells it every girl. They say it on every show on Wednesday and Thursday night.
Okay, there we go.
He says it, you know, when Rick is a call in on the panel for the Man Mindset or on Greg Dawson's show, they give the answer. It's first of all, an alpha. Well, I hate to say that. I know you're an alpha, but you know.
Okay, let me say that alphas do not play to emotions. Alphas speak the truth and the facts, and that's it according to their reality and their truth. They do not play to any. They do not uphold or play or consult or condone or stroke anybody's emotions. There you go.
Right.
Go ahead, Shani.
Yeah, they don't stroke anybody's emotions, and for a female who tries to be in a man's position, to get them to conform to a female position, it's not going to happen. It's like I say from the beginning, you're stepping into a boxing ring, and in the majority of the time when you're in a boxing ring with the male, he's going to sit there and make you the fool that you are.
You're going to be shadow boxing.
You're shadow boxing because he's going to sit there and prove his point that, you know, you're a fool and you're gonna be sitting there boxing yourself. So and to them, that's why they laugh. That's why they're like, oh, you're stupid, you're crazy, blah blah blah, you ain't nothing but a bitch. And I mean, that's why they use all that stuff, because now you're trying to step up into a man's spot, and it's not gonna work. It's not. This is why Greg and the Dean do the shows that they do, because they're trying to. And they sometimes they don't. I know the Dean is not spiritual, he's not into the Bible, you know, all that stuff that he talks about. However, the reason why I enjoy his show and why I listen is because he's still, without knowing, he's still doing the same thing that the masculine energy does, which is supposed to do, is logic. They use logic. It's not based on emotions. It's not. You know, and when he says, Shani, I don't care, you know, I don't really care what you have to say, to me that's funny. Because I'm not going to let that hurt my feelings, because I know who I am. I know who I have been defined to be. Because I don't let the sleeping around with men bother me. I don't let the felony bother me. I don't let the bad credit, when I have bad credit, bother me. I don't let the being broke bother me. I don't let the being homeless bother me. I don't let the prostitution bother me. I don't let any of that bother me. Again, the side is peaceful, y'all. I understand, you know, folks want me to coddle a female, but you can never accomplish anything when you coddle a female. You can't. There's nothing to be accomplished in that.
Diyah still got me thinking about that question, but I'm an Aquarius, so, I mean, we are thinkers, but I put it this way. Our ass going to be single for the rest of her life going around all that man energy, because she's going to be single.
I'm Aquarius.
Yeah, she going to be single, man, because ain't no man going to put up with that stuff. Even if she find a male, it only so much he going to take. Even if she get a little soft male.
Hold up.
If you push his buttons long enough.
Since we don't have signs, I'm a Virgo. What, Rick? I'm a Virgo. What, Rick? What?
Oh, shut up. I'm a Sagittarius. Anyway, I'm gonna bring it back and I'm gonna dim the fire for us, okay? And I'm gonna bring it to the conclusion. Because we're a mutable sign, so we're going to make sure that it ends smoothly. But but the thing is that, you know, she's going to be tired of the relationship. You know, eventually she'll be bored, and that's when you have the infidelity. That's when you have she's always going to be searching. She's never going to be satisfied. Everything is a complaint. She is the why woman. She is the person that eventually will be the drug, because she's trying to suppress the unhappiness that she has because she's in the wrong position. She is the prostitute. She is the hoe. She's the one that's sleeping around just to appease that feeling for the moment, but everything is just in the moment, because after she's done, she feels like crap. She is the one that is upset with her child. She's the one that's upset with everybody, her job. She comes to work late. She's all of that. She wants to fight men because she's not happy with herself. And until you understand who you are self, not even female at this point, until you understand who you are self-wise, then everything will run smoothly. But when you're coming into the stage, battling, fighting all the time, that tells me there's an issue. It might not be the same issue as the Sheikah Shea and all of them, but the bottom line is there's an issue. Baby, let's get to that issue. Come on, talk to me. I'm your sister. You might not like me, but I don't care. I'm your sister. Let's build together. What's the root of the problem? Oh, it's him. Bullshit. It's not him. What's the problem?
Now,
well, when they do this, it's because of every time you point that one finger, 3 is pointing back at you. I'm looking at the 3 while you pointing at 1.
Now, I don't say this often, but I will say in this position, talk to us, because we're not. Even though Shani says it much nicer than I do, because I'm not about the bull at all. Shani doesn't have time. She has a business to run. I have a business to run and family to run, all the other stuff. I'm not about the bull. That's not like Shani says. I answer the phone, going, "What up? What is it? What do you want?" That's just my natural personality. So we're not about the bull. But if you want to talk to us. But if you come to us with the bull, we're gonna come to you with the sharp knife, with the operator's knife, with the scapula, or we're gonna cut straight to the point and get you to realize this problem. Whether you want to realize it or not,
this is why I need an editor.
Come back to us until you recognize that in your own form, your own way, shape, or form, however you want to recognize it. But don't come back to us until you realize this is the problem. If you're sitting and say all men are dogs, we're going to say it's not the dog, it's you, because you don't want to keep chasing them. You don't want to keep bringing them in. You don't want to keep throwing in bones. So we're not going there. All men are whores. Well, if all men are whores, why you keep spreading your legs for them? We are going to always bring it to the female, because no matter what the outside world do, you're the one that's letting them in. You're the one that's accepting it. You're the one that's letting them dictate your life, as opposed to you dictating to the world what you want your life to be and telling them to move the hell out the way. So we're always going to bring it back to you as a female, as us as females. That's not us being harsh. That's us saying boldly, simply, baby, is you. If this is what you want your life to be, why do you keep accepting less? That is the whole point. If this is what you want your life to be, if this is the standard you set for yourself, if this is the standard you have set for your children, why do you keep accepting less than that? Then that's all we're saying, no matter how we say it. That's all we're saying. And in all honesty, that's also what Steve, Rick Ross, and Greg are saying. If they're saying you're the hoe, you're this, and that, they're saying that no matter what you call the man, you're the one that spreads your legs. No matter what you call the man, you're the one who accepted that drink. You're the one who accepted that dinner. You're the one who, after he punched you in the face the first time, came back the second time. Now, I know that part is a little bit sensitive, but it's true. It's very true. You're the one who sets standards on this person. You're the one who set intentions on this person. You're the one who said they're going to change when they never agreed to it. And if they do agree to it, you're the one who sit there and believes them. When you know damn well they was alive by the way they said it. If they said it in a condition of fear of losing you, then they don't really mean it. And let's be honest, we knew that when they said it. We know that when they said it. So that's why me and Shani are the way that we are, so that women can stop lying to themselves for the way that they are and accept it. If you are a hoe, so what the world says that the hoe is wrong, that the hoe is negative. Accept that you're a hoe, and if you're not happy to be a hoe, then change it. If you are, screw the world. I did it. When I was a hoe, I was a happy hoe. Screw the world. This is what I wanted to be. This is what fulfilled me at the time, and that's what I was going to do. Period. There's nothing else to it.
Yeah, they gotta just look at themselves in the mirror and, look yourself in the mirror and come to face with your reality. And like I tell people, man, if you change your mentality, you'll change your reality. And a lot of these women have a conflicted mentality. And a conflicted mentality leads to conflicted reality. And
and you will fall for it. You will fall for everything else that goes on around you. And it's not about falling for all that other stuff. Being submissive is not a bad thing. It really isn't. You allow the things to take place. He said he's Aquarius. Water flows in a certain direction. You don't go to a stream and say, water, let's go this way, because I'm the only drop in this big bowl of water and I want to go this direction. No, fool. You flow with water. You don't go against the grain. In that regards, and that's why everybody's life is not everybody, but a lot of people's lives are so difficult now. Is because they're trying to go against the grain where they don't have to.
But even though I'm a water sign, a lot of people think that Aquarius. I'm actually not a water sign, but
no, you're not Aquarius, a water sign.
Aquarius is the water bearer. So what that means is we bear the water. We're not water signs, so we bear a lot of power. So when we come into the room, we bring power into the room. Aquarius is one of the most powerful signs, actually. Aquarius and Aries and Leo are one of the most, and Sagittarius. I ain't leaving you out, Dio. I know you're a Virgo.
She's right. Everybody, there's a mutable sign.
Every sign has their purpose. Every sign has its purpose. That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
Yeah. Every sign has its purpose in the group that it's in. You know, there's 12 signs. Each sign is broken into different groups. And you have, like you say, in the fire signs, you have the water signs, you have the earth signs, you have the air signs. There's one of I think it's Capricorn is the sixth. I can't remember, but that's an earth sign. Anyway, this is all stuff that we know. Basically, you know, we went to another direction, but it's good that we went to this direction because now you guys are seeing another side of what we do. You're seeing the purpose of why we do what we do. I know the show is about to end soon. So what I wanted to say is for those who are listening who do want to make a difference in their life, who are tired of being in the negative and want to get to the positive, who's tired of the feeling ill at ease and always on guard wanting to fight because you're stuck in the root chakra, who's tired of all this other stuff where you want to change. And because, baby, let me tell you, when you get to the other level of chakra where all of those things are aligned, baby, sex is wonderful. And you understand that
they don't know nothing about that, Shani.
And the tools that comes from that creation, boy, I know they don't know. But I'm just saying. But, you know, if y'all want to get to the other side of it, I suggest you peep out Ori, Ori.com. What is it?
It's Oris, ORISOASIS.com, Oris Oasis. And there, what I do is I do spiritual consulting. I also do natal chart analysis. Don't confuse natal chart analysis with the natal reading because natal reading is just a broad objective of every area. I do natal chart analysis in 3 specific areas where I go into those areas and not only tell you the energies that you're working with, but how you can work with them and master them. That's what I do. I also do spiritual consulting, spiritual channeling, and I know Shani did it put me on blast, but so what? In this particular situation, I need to be put on blast. What I do.
No, it's not to put you on blast. It's just to say that y'all, this is what we do. This is if you want to know why we're so peaceful and we don't let all that other stuff bother us and we brush off our shoulders like, yeah, okay, whatever. This is it. If you want to know about numerology, hit me up because that's what I do. If you want to know, I don't do the channeling. That's Diyah. But I also do the natal charts, not neonatal charts, Lord Jesus, sorry. And things of that nature. But this is, if you want to know about the reality of Tantra, Diyah and I both could tell you about that. If you want to know about spirituality, Diyah and I could tell you about that. If you want to know about the Kabbalah, contact me because Diyah said that's something that she's still getting to. If you want to know about chakras, that's Diyah and I.
Did you say Cancer?
Yeah, Tantra.
Oh, I know about that too. But that's another topic.
Okay, well, if you're a female, hit up me and Shani. If you're a dude, hit up Rick Boss.
If you're a male, hit up Rick Boss. Rick, how can they get in touch with you?
I'm following you on Facebook.
Okay, well, just inbox me, and then I'll contact him on Facebook and say, yeah, we'll do it that way, because apparently he ain't giving out no email address. But for those
I'll give them my email, Ricardo34952@gmail.com.
Okay, repeat it again just in case.
Ricardo34952@gmail.com.
His name is Ricardo. Go ahead, Ricky. Hey, Lucy, I'm home. Okay, so.
All right, I'll talk to you ladies later. Have a good night.
All right, sir, you have a good one as well.
Okay.
And for those of you who want to get in touch with me, again, it's maylodi@yahoo.com. If you want to reach us, the Gumbo Cafe on Facebook, we have our Facebook page. If you want to inbox me anonymously on Facebook, you could do that too. If you need to create a fake account, who cares? Whatever. If you have questions, just inbox me on Facebook. It's Shani S. Fenderson1 on Facebook. Our Twitter, we haven't really been on Twitter, But it's
Twitter is
at
gumbocafe.com. If you want to inbox on Twitter, that's fine too. It's at gumbocafe.com. There is no the on the Twitter part. If you want to inbox us on Facebook, it is not Facebook, on YouTube. Even though we haven't started that yet, but we will. It is youtube.com/thegumbocafe.com. So we do have all those.
Our email. Our email is also thegumbocafe@gmail.com. That is our current email, so we get the website up. Right now it is thegumbocafe@gmail.com. There you can hit us up with all types of questions and anything that comes to any of these things that says the Gumbo Cafe. You will be kept anonymous unless you state otherwise. Okay, yeah, and she gave the wrong Twitter name because it's not at
Gumbo Cafe. It's not.
You said .com though.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not. It is not .com. It is Gumbo Cafe. Twitter.com/Gumbo Cafe. That is what it is on Twitter. I am totally sorry for that. I am talking way too fast.
Yeah, she's talking way too fast. That's why I have to put the reins real quick. Whoa.
Pull me back.
So we back. So, yeah, if you guys want to get in touch with us, that's how you get in touch with us. If you want to know the other side, the spiritual side, and wanting to have things that are able to, where you are aligned with nature, just contact us, man. This is what it's all about. It really, we have to get to the surface stuff, but we don't coddle the surface. We go from surface into a next level, into a next level, into a next level, or surface, layer, root. That's what we do. That's all it is we do. And if you don't like the way we get to the root, I'm sorry. Do your own thing. Do your own show if you need to.
I'll be totally honest. If you don't like the way we get to the root, then you wouldn't be listening to the show. You may have attitude, maybe pissed off, you may have little things to say in comments on the side to your friends, but if you truly do not like in your soul the way we get to the root, you wouldn't still be listening to the show.
You wouldn't be listening to the show, but also if you want to do your own thing, do your own thing. This is a big enough environment, world that you can do your own thing. Help yourself.
I would love for y'all to do your own show that somehow we can collaborate and we could both do a show together so we can show both sides of it and have a good dialogue coming along. I would love for that, to be totally honest.
Mhm. But if I'm gonna tell you this right now, if I don't see progress, Diyah said she would love to do it, but if I don't see progress, I'm out. That's just me. But anyway.
I'm a clown. I'm going to be totally honest. I may not be out, but I'm going to clown like a mug if I don't see progress. I just want you to know.
True clown, but I really don't have time for the BS. I don't. If I don't see any life movement, if I see stagnant water, if I see swampland, I got to get out of swamp. I need to breathe. I'm a centaur by birth. I have movement. I have to have movement. And if there's no movement, if people want to be stuck, let them be stuck. I got other things to do. And I can help other people who really want to be helped. Other than that, I ain't got time. I really don't. I don't. Because life is too short. It's way too short. And, I can only clown for so much, but then I'm moving. Because it gets boring to me after a while. I have to have something that stimulates me. And communication stimulates me. Not this browbeating all the time, bull crap. That's not my thing. I don't rock that way. I'd rather rock dolo than to rock like that. But anyway, you guys, we appreciate you for listening in, even though we had a little bit, technical difficulties. And even though I didn't think we were going to do 3 hours, but thank you again for listening in. Check us out next week. I know, right? Next week, again, Gumbo Cafe. Tomorrow night, you'll hear The Man Mindset at 8 p.m. Eastern to 9 Eastern. So it's 8 to 9. And then thereafter will be the Greg Goff DJ Squid Show from 10 to however long he's going to run it. But, the Dean Show will be tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern, for an hour. Because, again, it's football season, y'all. Y'all know y'all can't pull no man away from football. And don't get mad if he's sitting there watching his favorite team. That's what he likes to do. Don't try to change his ways because you ain't happy with it and try to be all naked in front of him when there's a pass about to be played. You're setting yourself up. Don't try to control a man in his environment.
I'm going to shut up what I was going to say. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to bring it back.
Bring it back because she was about to go somewhere with them balls. Because you got an
No.
issue with football. Oh, okay.
No, I was just gonna say give him head during the intermission, but that's something totally different. You know, make him happy. But whatever. You know, we make the man happy. He makes you happy. But everybody ain't ready for that. So I'm bringing it back, and we're going to be out for the night. Anything else
Y'all
you got
have
to say?
a good one. Yeah, y'all have a good one. And if you want to contact us, just hit us up. And I hope you guys are understanding the layers that we did tonight. Stop lying and get to the root of it. Peace out.
Bye.